Well, it is time again for you to have the greatest gift of all. Some modern nightly party recovery to help you become an alcoholic and function happily.
Welcome to the UK. Here we are in Birmingham.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop.
As you can see, there is a male. He has drunk far too much alcohol, and he cannot function the following day. This will leave him weak to predators, ones who will take advantage of him and maybe even steal his credit card.
Don't touch me.
But he can't stop them.
That's my special place.
Unless he has liqueur gummies. Liqueur gummies have a special combination of different chemicals, from DHM to milk thistle and B vitamins, plus ginger root, to help the human body recover after drinking. By taking this, he can fight his fatigue, nausea, and dehydration, so that he can wake up feeling refreshed and fight off his attackers. Try them for faster recovery and use an exclusive discount with the promo code SQUISHY.
What does that?
At what?
What does that get me?
It's squishy, and it gets you 20% off at the checkout. That's squishy for 20% off. I'm going to go get absolutely blitzed.
Yeah, you know it, KD, the laughing stock, niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic squishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the Beatles rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
We're only back.
Oh, my fellas, oh my goodness, how are you doing?
God. Yeah, a very unexpected episode of the
It
podcast.
was unexpected for me. I was sleeping and all of a sudden, it's a Nathan. What the fuck are you doing here?
At the door. I'd been like, no, I've definitely talked to Carl about this plan of mine to turn up at his and do a podcast before I go down to see my dad. I've definitely done that. I'm sure I have.
Fair, it might have been that you dreamt it, and then the amount of things that I dream, and I'm like, did that actually happen?
Yeah.
I had to really figure out at one point if I actually had a threesome or if it was in my dream.
Right.
I've only ever come near to having this.
Oh, right. So it wasn't real.
No, it wasn't real.
Well, that's a shame.
It wasn't real. Yeah,
that
that's
feels
the
like
problem.
a bit of a disappointment. I was hoping that you're going to be like, but it was.
No. That would kind of be weirder if I suppose, like, if I'd forgot a threesome.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That would signify it was a bad kind of threesome.
Yeah.
The kind of one you want to forget.
I've had a couple of sex dreams that have been so fucking vivid that I've woken up going like, was that real?
They're always the most vivid.
Yeah.
They are, like, regularly the most vivid.
Stupid vivid.
Yeah. It's because that's one of the things that guys are into the most, isn't it? You know, like...
Yeah, and you've been watching a lot of porn, so you've got a lot of reference material for the old noggin. It knows how to render each object pretty
You've
well.
been watching a lot of porn. I've been, like, off that stuff for a while now.
Off the porn, have you?
I haven't been trying to. I just haven't been doing this so much. I think it's just you get older and
the
libido goes lower.
100% it drops.
I think for me though, it's only ever been my libido's been higher for certain people, not for in general.
Right.
It's like if I'm really attracted to like somebody,
then the libido way up. Yeah. I think that's the way it is for a lot of people. I think that's one of the things about like, you know, long-term relationships that can make it a bit difficult is like you do lose that sort of immediacy of the scrumper dumper.
Once you get over the bravado of being a slag as well, and you realise it doesn't really mean that much getting putang all the time.
No.
You just turn into a Russell Brand eventually, and nobody wants that.
And look, I've seen things where people have talked about it where they're like, and sex addicts will find other sex addicts.
Yeah.
Like they'll know that they talk in a similar way to each other, so that they know they're getting what they want, which is a quick sort of simple exchange of both people fucking.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Addicts seek out other addicts. All addicts seek out other addicts.
100%. But it's like, especially if it's like something where these two addicts can give each other the thing they want for their addiction.
Yeah.
Like, that's such an easy transaction. That's like, why aren't you doing that?
Yeah. But then you have to live up to a certain level.
Yeah, because otherwise you won't get, and then you end up fucking spending money for it, and that's against the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That's a bad version of sex addiction right there.
Yeah, that is.
But anyway, let's introduce who we are.
Yeah, I forgot about.
No, that's all right, because that's the whole point, isn't it? You know, we've just introduced our faces, and to the right of me is KD Hinken.
Your comedic babyface and everybody's favourite laughing stock. To the left of me is Mr. Nathan Parish.
The man of 1,000 voices, and not all of them are in my head. For example, some of them are with us in the room right now, like
Jason Statham.
I am a transporter. I will transport anything you want, anywhere, anytime.
I heard people...
Do you want some eggs? I'll go down the shop for you. They won't get broken. Not one.
How long has it been since you were doing Transporter?
I don't know.
Probably a good 20 years since the first one.
Well, the most recent movie I made was one about, like, moving a kid. So,
yeah,
still very much on theme.
He's always doing different jobs that
he's always doing one of two things, Jason Statham, in a movie. He's either protecting something or moving something.
Probably, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Sorry, there is a third one, or rescuing something. Those are the three.
Yeah.
That's nothing else. Or avenging something. Sorry, it's avenging something, transporting something, or rescuing something. That's it. That's all he ever does. And he had the gall to say that all of the Marvel movies are exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like there's more of a difference between the first Hulk movie and Doctor Strange than there is between the fucking beekeeper and motherfucking, like, the transporter.
Yeah, like a former operative of a powerful organisation embarks on a brutal campaign for vengeance. Yeah. That's what the beekeeper is about.
Yeah.
I bet there's no bees.
No, there's no bees in it at all.
Or maybe
he keeps bees,
but
he doesn't use the bees.
Have you seen
it? No, but I've heard How Did This Get Made did a whole episode on it, and they thought it was fucking hilarious.
Oh, so he has bees in it.
He has bees, but he never uses the bees.
What happened?
If you're a beekeeper, why wouldn't you find a way to, like, I don't know, throw pheromones at someone and get the bees to, like, sting them to death?
Because then your bees will all be dead. Every time a bee stings someone, remember, it kills them.
Yeah, but he's got millions of them.
Yeah, but you don't want to kill...
That's like...
It could be like a few thousand each time,
You kill 12 people with, like, 1,000 stings. So, like, that's at most 0.1% of his gross population of bees.
You do that enough times, though, he might like a killing. If he does a lot of killing...
It's true.
Then he'd get losing.
And he does do a lot of killing.
Exactly. Just say to him, he loves doing the killing.
It's got what's-his-face in it? Jeremy Irons.
Oh, thank you.
And he does a whole speech like, "You fucked with a beekeeper. You never fuck with a beekeeper."
Everybody knows that. That's classic. Look, that's classic. That is. We all know that.
He's trying so hard to be John Wick with bees. And you know why it all starts? Because an old woman who's let him live on her property gets scammed out of all of her money over the phone.
Right.
And then he goes after him and he takes him down.
So it's not even him that got scammed. He's avenging.
He's avenging an old lady. That's it. He either avenges, as I say, he's either transporting something, avenging something, or rescuing something.
It's a very good point, it seems, yeah.
All he does in every fucking movie.
Jesus, I don't know why. He's not even that good at doing those things.
No! He quite regularly fails in these movies. I mean, he certainly didn't fucking protect this old lady. He just avenged her.
That's what
a bit of a failure straight out.
If he fails to protect them, then he avenges them.
That's true.
And if he fails to avenge them, then we haven't found out what happens.
No, we don't know what happens there.
He always avenges them.
Yeah.
He's like
he's like his own version of the Avengers. He
really is.
Character.
He really is, to be honest. I didn't know that he had an issue with Marvel.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because it is hilarious for him to say you're right.
Yeah. My version of Jason Statham in Post-Apocalyptic and Metal Treehouse, he's a reoccurring character. He's got two things that I refer to as Stathamites. So whenever he's talking, he'll be like,
I'm going to kick your teeth in.
And then everyone will go,
yeah, that's right. Fucking hardcore.
And it turns out they're his fists.
Oh, his fists talk.
His fists are talking.
Post-apocalyptic metal treehouse. You can get that wherever you get a podcast from.
Yeah, you can get it on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. Check that shit out. It's on YouTube as well, so you can always stick it on.
Yeah. I heard somebody talk about Jason Statham the other day, and they mentioned that he was the one that had a contract the same as The Rock, where he couldn't lose a fight. But I thought that was Vin Diesel.
No, all of them do.
Oh, they still do.
That's the thing. By the end of the Fast and the Furious franchise, they all had that in their contract.
I wonder who was the first one and started off.
Yeah, I think
Vin
it was.
Diesel, probably.
I think it was The Rock and Vin Diesel, because they have a thing where it was like one of them won the fight and the other one lost, and then they switched it round.
Yeah.
So that it was even.
Yeah.
And then in the ones after that, the contract was like, I never lose. And The Rock was like, I never lose. And Jason Statham's like, I never lose either.
Yeah, because they always just get interrupted.
Yeah, that's why, the Rock versus Jason Statham, that first fight in the fucking, in the CIA building or whatever the fuck it is that The Rock's working in.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
They both beat the living shit out of each other, but then an explosion goes off and they're separated by the explosion, which would have killed them, but no, because they're too much man.
It's annoying. It's like when you're watching a wrestling match and you just know that it's going to be a screwy finish and they're going to just throw the match out. It's going to be like a double countdown. There's no point to any of it.
No.
That's what it feels like with all of those films.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd bother I mean, I think the last one,
It's happy.
The Fast and the Furious, I didn't really bother watching it.
They're finally making the last one.
Well, sure, they say that. They said that before.
Well, this is the problem, though, because originally before they were sort of on the rise. They were constantly earning more than they were putting in. And the last one didn't do that well for them, the one with Jason Momoa in it.
Yeah, I don't think I've really seen it still. I was trying to remember what the last one was.
I still haven't seen the one with fucking John Cena in it.
The one, he's in all of them now. He's in...
Yeah, because now you always, in the Fast and the Furious, you're a bad guy until you become a good guy.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of Batman.
Yeah.
You either die a villain or you live long enough to see yourself become a good guy.
Yeah, because they all were thieves to begin with, and now everyone's apparently...
And now they're all international agents who are more badass than anyone else. And people, like, there's a bit where Vin Diesel literally punches a piece of concrete out of the wall. Like,
I remember that.
No. Yeah.
It might have been The Rock.
The Rock does it as well in a later one.
Oh, okay.
But also, The Rock changes the direction of a Russian submarine torpedo that is sliding on the ice while he is driving, one-handed, leaning out of the side of his truck, and just pushes it off towards someone else, and even gives it a bit of a speed boost as he fucking does it. It's like, what the fuck?
What do you expect? Of course, The Rock can push a
Rock can do
Russian torpedo thing.
Submarine torpedo that has popped out the ice and is sliding along.
Jesus Christ.
Those fucking movies, dude.
I just appreciate the fact that in one of the more recent ones, the one guy did acknowledge that he must be like, have some kind of powers from God or something because he can't be killed.
And
he went to space and they crashed, from space to Earth, and he still didn't die. It's like,
there's bits where people literally, like, there's a scene they put in a trailer for, I think it was the John Cena one, where someone is just drifting on the edge of a cliff, and someone else has jumped off of a fucking moving car fast enough to grab a hold off the while off the cliff of the spoiler on the back of the car as it drifts around, and they sort of get pulled back in by it. It's like, that isn't... Physics will not allow that. Your fingers will just be part of the car and you will continue off into the cliff. It's fucking stupid, man. But they are fun movies. That's the thing. It's like, it's so fucking over the top and ridiculous that it's like, this is joy. This is absolute joy. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way that I need to believe this anymore. Like, but consider my belief suspended. Of my disbelief suspended, rather.
What, for Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I'll watch anything those stupid motherfuckers do.
I wouldn't say I'd watch anything, but if I did watch it, I will happily suspend my disbelief. Well,
They were talking about what's his...
No, because I can't help but watch it. Actually, that doesn't work, because I can't help but watch it and be like, this is so dumb and fake.
Yeah.
And that's the opposite of suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
It's literally, you're supposed to let yourself be put into it.
I think there's
like I do with wrestling.
It's like there's a band to it. There's disbelief in the center, and there's like believable movies up to like stuff like Sicario, you know, where you're watching it like this is fucking gritty and real as shit.
Yeah.
And
boring.
then they can be. That's the thing. Some of them are great. Some of them are fucking boring as shit.
Yeah.
And then you've got the other side of the coin where you go so fucking unbelievable with everything you're doing that the whole point, the movie is so ridiculous you don't care anymore. And in that way, it's kind of suspending your disbelief.
I can understand there are different people in that, because I mean, look at like the comedy and stuff. You're into like that more random comedy, whereas I'm not. So I can see how.
I got that from the Goon Show, 100%.
Okay, I can see how those leanings. I was into Carry On movies.
Yeah.
That was the one thing I would say, but there is a different level of ridiculousness.
Yeah, that's why I say the Goon Show, because the Goon Show was Peter Sellers and
Is it like the American?
No, it's UK. It was UK. But Peter Sellers was the guy who played Clouseau.
Okay.
In the Pink Panther movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of know that is.
And he did a show with like 2 or 3 other guys called The Goon Show, and they all did multiple voices in the show, and it was a completely ridiculous fucking experience. But the whole point of The Goon Show is that they used jokes that could only be done in the radio. Like, they would have people shooting guns down the phone line at each other and taking cover and stuff like that. And like setting up punchlines that you don't realise are happening, and then they get revealed by someone saying something, you know, that kind of stuff.
I don't recognise it at all.
I mean, these days, you barely ever hear of it, because it was honestly, it's still, to this day, it's considered a bit racist.
I was, to be fair, I was about to say, Goon doesn't, it sounds kind of racist alone, that does.
No, it's not about that. The Goon Show is about Neddy Seagoon, who's the main character in most of the episodes. But it's always like a different story with the same characters each time.
Oh, I see. Okay, same characters or same actors?
Same actors, same characters. So there's a character called Blue Bottle. There's a character called Neddy Seagoon.
There's a similar character.
Yeah,
it's not always
reoccurring
characters.
But they take different roles in the story each time. But it's still the same archetype of the character.
Okay, yeah.
And it was
cool.
a huge inspiration for post-apocalyptic Metal Treehouse, because it's
Full
so
concept.
ridiculously wacky and off the fucking wall, and I love it. Yeah, Peter Sellers, Spike Milligan, Harry Seacombe, and Michael Benatine.
Yeah, this does look weird. This probably wouldn't be my kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
looking at it.
At the time, there was sort of a thing between the Goon Show or Round the Horn. Those were the two different competing ones.
Yeah, okay.
Round the Horn was fine, but I always digged the Goons more because it was more wacky and ridiculous, which again was where my comedy
Still sounds weird. I dig the Goons more.
I dig the Goons more.
Okay,
Bro.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound.
If you haven't heard it, I would suggest listening to it. There's one where someone steals the moon. There's one where they try and put the sun out by making a giant ladder all the way up to it and just pouring buckets on it, and then everything goes wrong because they put the sun out.
That will happen.
Yeah,
that will happen.
There was one where there's a bit where he goes, "I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll camouflage and we'll walk at them at night." And they go, "Oh no. I'm a military man. That's exactly what they'll be expecting. What we should do is dress as clowns and go in the day." And they'll never expect it.
That's fucking stupid.
And it works perfectly because, of course, it's a radio show, so you just use your own imagination to fill in the gaps of how it would work.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
It's a ridiculous series, but it is a lot of fun.
Sure.
Should we get onto some topic?
Yeah, if you want to. I mean, we haven't mentioned what we're going to talk about.
No, we haven't.
You want to do the main topic?
I'll do the main
it's already
topic.
half an hour in.
Yeah, so
that's probably about 20
10
minutes
of it was just
fine,
the pre-stream.
Because we've got a few things to mention afterwards as well. So yeah, if you want to kick off.
What I'll do is I'll mention what the main subject is, but then we'll do the little subject first of the scientists bit, because that's the
that's separate.
Yeah,
then,
that's
is
a
it?
separate. That's a separate
okay.
thing. But basically, what we're talking about today is dispensationalism, which is a sect.
I don't know either, guys.
A type of belief in Christianity
Oh.
that certain signs in the Bible are not just happening, but should be encouraged to happen.
Right.
Like, for example, building the third temple on the Temple Mount. Like, I sort of talked to you about it a little bit briefly before. And the thing is, it seems at first glance like just another weird, like, cult idea for, like, an Illuminati or something. Until you start seeing actual people in the American government talking about it quite openly, which we will be showing videos of later on.
Okay.
But regardless, what we're going to start with is more information, or at least something new to me, on the disappearing scientists. Because we actually have, it was Amy, what was it? Amy,
Oh, the Eskridge, the woman who
Eskridge, yeah,
disappeared, yeah. Well, I don't know what it was actually with that one, but the one you sent.
yeah, that's the video that we've got. It's a video that she actually recorded herself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one I sent to you on
Oh,
WhatsApp.
oh, yeah, I didn't know you wanted that up.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, oh, I didn't realise you wanted it
No, that's
showing.
okay. That's okay. Well, we don't need to show it. We just need to hear it, because that's the important bit. Like, there's nothing special to view, but what she's talking about is quite clearly that she is being watched beforehand.
Yeah, I'll put
There you go.
I'll put her things on anyway. Her voice.
Oh,
Yes, I
top.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put her face on anyway, just because you can kind of see like some of the fear in her
there is
face
some
and
fear in her
stuff.
face, definitely.
Like fully, that you can kind of get that.
This
from
feels
seeing it.
like it's serious to her. And also, I what I enjoy is at multiple moments in the video, she puts her hand across, like in front of her face and stuff like that, which means it's almost certainly not AI. It's very hard for AI to do that.
And this is how old is this video?
This
anyway,
is
the
a few weeks
original one?
old.
I know. Well, I know that it might have been put out a few.
It was put
weeks
5
ago.
days ago, but it's not a few weeks old. Sorry, a few weeks before her death,
Yeah.
which was in like 2022.
Oh well, I mean, okay, but AI wasn't good enough then.
No.
It's only been the last couple of years at the very most. Last year, really, it's gotten
But
particularly
what I'm
good.
saying is, it's not like this video has been made recently and then presented as though it was real. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I get you. Should I put it on?
Yeah. So this is Amy Eskridge in her own words of what's happening to her.
By the fall, I found out that I was being physically surveilled by the following method. My ex-boyfriend and I realized that people had been breaking into our apartment while we were gone together in the same vehicle. And so, like, I'm in the apartment, I'm about to go to work, and I'm like, why don't you take out the trash and scope out the parking lot and make sure it's okay before I go to work? So he goes out there and he's like, there's this weird fucking Lexus. It's like a silver Lexus. This is a shitty apartment. Like, why is there really nice Lexus in the parking lot? And it has tinted windows that are not street legal. Like, just totally dark, totally black tinted windows that are not possibly street legal. And so he comes back in and we're standing in our bedroom window looking at the Lexus and talking about it. And I say out loud, maybe we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate. Because the Lexus is across the parking lot from us, but it's backed in, so you can't see the license plate. Within 2 minutes of me saying, hey, we should walk over there later and take a picture of the license plate, we were still standing there at the window looking at it, talking about it. And an Eastern European looking motherfucker with a black beanie, dressed all in black, in his 50s or 60s, walked out of the apartment directly across from ours holding a license plate. And he opened the trunk of the Lexus and he took out some tools and he changed the license plate right in front of our fucking face.
Oh, Jesus.
Back to his
Right, so pause it there for a sec.
Okay, well,
and he put
She is literally, while talking about the Lexus and taking a photo of the number plate,
Yeah.
someone steps out of the vehicle and just changes the number plate. And that is such a move of like, you don't fucking stop.
Yeah, and this was going on for like 5-6 years. I remember
Yeah.
her saying like a long ass time, and then she just happens to. She was one of the ones that was found dead. Then apparently
she
killed
was-
herself,
Yeah.
unalived herself. As they
And
say.
the actual details of the investigation have not been released to the public at all.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but I mean, if she
They
unalived
just
herself,
said that's what happened. She died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, if that did happen, then there's not really much to investigate, I guess. But this isn't the one that shot herself twice, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the one that just was one shot. There's other people who've shot themselves multiple times in the head.
Yeah, which is like, I don't know about that. I think if you
This to me reeks of some kind of government surveillance,
Yeah.
whether it's
I mean,
the
you haven't
American
even-
government or a different government, I don't know.
I don't think you even put it into context as to who she is yet.
No, she is one of the scientists who went missing. She was working. Oh, I forgot to get the information.
Went missing or committed
Yeah,
questionable unaliving.
So let's do Amy.
Because she was an anti-gravity
That's it, yeah.
scientist. It says it here, I'm pretty sure. Anti-gravity and UAP researcher
Yeah.
that was found dead at 34. And in that video, she gave details of years of stalking by a silver Lexus with changing plates. She had break-ins and energy weapon attacks.
And we know that an energy weapon has now been used by the American government,
Yeah.
if we are to believe what has been mentioned in
Or Venezuela. No, it definitely did, yeah. I don't know if that was an energy weapon or a sonic weapon, though.
Yeah, but it's still a form of energy weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends what, I mean, because,
Depends what they're defining.
yeah, because,
Because it's not a projectile weapon. That's the thing, isn't it?
who's to tell this website, Interstellar UAP or whatever it came from originally, really understand what energy weapon is either,
Yeah.
any more than we do.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
we
yeah.
don't know what they're defining that as.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do know that they had that kind of thing. And doing that kind of stuff to just fuck with somebody, that makes sense.
It's so fucked up as well, because that clearly means that is in one signal showing not only are we listening to you talking about us, but we don't care.
I wonder if that was done to Bob Lazar at all, like, and I wonder
Oh, it's
if...
got to have been.
You think so? And
Yeah.
I wonder if that kind of stuff could cause, like, migraines, because he was always having migraines a lot.
Maybe.
And when he went on Joe Rogan the first time, remember, he was coming off a big migraine.
Yeah.
Like, they were blasting him with energy weapons to try and stop him from going or something.
Maybe, yeah. Try to
Because-
give him a migraine and to the point where he doesn't want to make the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that he just couldn't go
I
on
mean,
or
the
something.
thing
If
as
they'd got it
well-
bad enough, then, you can't... There's nothing you can do. If you have a bad enough migraine, you can't do a podcast.
Yeah. And also,
know.
yeah, exactly, yeah. But Bob Lazar, I think, if you are to believe his story,
I will say I do.
and I think I do as well.
Yeah, I don't mind putting my name to that.
No,
I
no.
believe it.
But he would have played it in the perfect way without realizing it, because he was talking to people, so they sort of knew, so they disconnected from him. Then at that point they would have started surveilling him. At some point they would have gone to try and sort of silence him.
Mm-hmm.
But before they did, he went straight to someone and released all of the information he could to someone who was like able to release it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because they were fucking with him
Yeah.
to begin with, but
Well, that's the
supposed to make
thing.
them afraid anyway for most people, which
Yeah.
it normally did. But he was just one of those outliers, I guess. That was like
But I
fight or
wonder,
flight. He decided to fight.
I wonder if he kept on being surveilled, if he'd just disappeared, if he hadn't gone to someone and actually released it. Because after he's released it, at that point, they then have to be like, oh, he's just crazy. And then they come up with all the sort of...
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of hard to say because how often can you really escape the US government if they really want to find you?
Legit, yeah.
And
If
when
they
it
want to
comes-
find you, they'll
yeah.
find you. Osama bin Laden, perfect example. They spent fucking years and billions finding that guy.
Yeah, they still got him in the end.
Yeah.
There's some weirdness about that still again, but I reckon they just fucked the body more than anything. That's why we didn't get photos and stuff. I reckon they fucked up the body.
Yeah, I reckon it was a pretty horrible scene.
Yeah. It's like maybe people at the top have seen the photos and they just didn't want to release it.
Yeah, like, we can't release this. We're supposed to be the good guys.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, guys. What the fuck did you do to him?
Yeah, I think we're probably more of that than anything. For all we know, though, this kind of thing, how much has it happened in the past and we just have no clue? Because it wasn't really, followed and
Yeah, well,
looked
that's the thing.
into.
The internet's out there now. People can release a video and it can go viral in moments, especially in
Yeah.
the sort of UFO community
Well,
when
that
they're
one did-
looking for it.
I don't think that went very viral until
No.
later on after she died, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
And now it suddenly makes a lot more fucking sense.
yeah, no help for her now.
No,
But,
but at least it could potentially help us try and find out what's going on.
because it's not a crazy idea to imagine she was being stalked by these people for 5 odd years, that something would have happened to cause them to be like, okay, she's trying to talk to more people. She's putting stuff out. Maybe she got actual because she's on the way.
Maybe, I mean,
in that video, she said, "I need."
She will have. They will
soon.
have seen this video, even if this
Yeah.
video was only
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
to
yeah.
their sort of a friend or something. They'll have seen it.
Well, it looked like it was an interview for some kind of
Yeah,
podcast thing.
But
or
yeah,
something.
exactly. But like that means that clearly they know what's happening,
Yeah, definitely.
and you're putting a target on yourself.
And depending on what she had, she might have like that. To me, confirmed that she did work on some questionable stuff or stuff.
Yeah.
We'd obviously be interested to know because they seem to. I mean, it's just obvious it was. Even if it wasn't our government, I suppose this is the other theory. If it's not our government, then it could be other
Or the American
governments
government, right?
trying to either take people to do like a project over there
Yeah.
for the missing ones, and then like the ones that were killed could have been like ones that they weren't able to take.
That's a big theory. We've got some ladders doing stuff out.
It's
there.
the issue when we do them earlier.
Yeah.
It shouldn't pick it up too much noise, but hear any noises, that's what it is. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's an interesting little story, this, and it keeps seeming to get a little bit deeper and a little bit more interesting the more I look into it.
Yeah,
So we might have to do a further sort of discussion of it after more information comes out, because the government, the American government, are looking at it at the moment. I think the FBI are looking into it, but I don't trust that much with the current FBI.
Cash
director.
Patel, the guy who, God's sake, that was
That's
that
not
then.
too bad, to be fair.
It's not too bad. I'll straighten it up in a minute.
Yeah.
The FBI, like Cash Patel, who was totally trustworthy for the whole Epstein.
Oh,
probe
so
and all that.
trustworthy.
So I'm sure we can trust the FBI to deal with it.
Yeah.
The government investigating whether the government has done illegal things.
Yeah,
Seems like a
that's
great idea.
perfect.
Even obviously, there's all different kinds of government.
And also,
that
even
mean
if it was a
nothing.
different government, would they really want to admit that? Again, I made this point before, that would they want to admit that another government is capable of walking into the US, taking a scientist
Ah,
and
of
just
course
walking
not.
the fuck out?
Nah, they never want to admit
No.
that.
Exactly.
If you admit that, then it admits
That
well,
you're
you've
weak.
got no power.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already kind of looking very weak at the moment with the whole Iran situation.
Yeah.
We're going to take them over in a day, they're going to be done. And you almost got ended before the war did,
Yeah.
Trumpy.
Yeah.
Trumpy almost got ended
Another
before the
person
war ever
going
did.
for him, the third attempt.
Yeah. And it's still...
Which is strange, because again, like 3 is supposed to be the lucky number. But apparently it's not for these weirdos.
Yeah, 1 was the lucky number to begin with.
It was close enough.
That was the closest they actually got him.
Yeah.
But the lefties going crazy and just being like, it's Charlie Kirk all over again, man. The way the lefties are just like trying, the only thing they're complaining about, not that somebody representing them tried to kill someone in front of all these people and could have hurt anyone.
Yeah.
The thing they're focused on is the fact that you didn't do it good enough.
Yeah, and it's so disgusting that you can't just sort of look at a person with a different opinion to you and just be like, well, they're still human.
Yeah,
Dehumanize them to the point where it's fine killing them. That's a healthy thing to do.
It's hilarious that people think like everything would change as soon as Trump was out as well.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, whoever was in, this probably would have happened because the Iran stuff, because of us following Israel and that. And I know we all like to say it's because he's in bed with Israel and that, and the other side
so was
wouldn't.
Joe Biden. Joe
Yeah,
Biden was
exactly.
covering the Israel thing. He was talking constantly about, and Kamala Harris was talking about it on her campaign
Yeah.
trail, and only changed opinion when people like called her on it.
It's like the local MPs around here at the moment, because of the vote coming up.
Yeah.
Like I've had, like there was a Workers' Party, I think it was. They were the ones that said, we're going to focus. One of the things they're focusing on was getting the Israel ties out of the council.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
How deep does it go?
Yeah,
Jesus.
but that as
council
well.
members getting stuff from Israel.
yeah.
Benjamin Netanyahu turning up in the middle of fucking Pimsbury.
But I was also thinking as well, this random guy in Yardley, what the hell is he going to be able to do on his own to stop any of this stuff going on? You ain't got a goddamn chance, man.
Yeah.
They're more likely just unalive you first.
100%.
Well, they won't bother because, you
Mossad
can't do
are
anything.
everywhere, dude.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people, once again, think that these scientists things could have been. And but then again,
Mossad have got a lot of experience of disappearing people from inside other nations. They did it a lot with the ex-Nazis and brought them to trials. That would they did it on like multiple occasions.
I have heard of them. Yeah.
If anyone's going to be able to do it, it's going to be a group of Mossad agents.
Yeah. And it stands to reason right now, because that's the way that they... I mean, say right now, they have been going on for a while, but this could have been part... They could know that it's Iran, and this is part of the reason why we went to war with Iran, because being for the oil is bullshit. We're not in that world anymore.
No.
Oh, man, I learned about... Like, they should have done something about the petrol and oil ages ago, though, because I learned about how long... I don't know why I just had this thought in my head, like, I wonder how long we actually had leaded petrol over here.
We had it for a while.
We did? Do you know actually how long?
It was basically up until the mid-90s.
Well, it didn't get fully banned so that cars had to,
Yeah.
have other engines.
Oh, no, we talked about this the other day,
2000.
Yeah, 2000.
But, I mean, when it started, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, because it was basically ever since cars had been there.
Yeah, 1920, 1900.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's so early.
If you look in the fossil records, when we're long gone, and they look through all the strata and shit, they'll see just a line of lead.
Yeah.
And they're like, what the fuck is that?
It never really goes anywhere, so all of our stuff is still... It's obviously, it's worse.
And it's in the water, yeah. It's in the water, it's in the fucking...
The water would have
ground.
passed more because, the water moves along and that. There's new stuff condensed and all that.
And it would usually fall to the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly, yeah. So that's not as bad, but it's more the... when it gets into the ground, and it happens more like in America. It's not as bad in theory, because it happens like worst in the ground nearer to highways and roads, roads, anywhere with cars,
Yeah, anywhere there's like a motorway, you're probably going to have had a thick load of lead there for a bit.
And there's a lot more space, obviously, in America.
Yeah.
Over here, there's a lot less space.
Yeah.
That's what made me think about it at first. So I'm like, I wonder. Yeah, how much that affected things as well. And they looked at the time from like when it was phased out up until now. Yeah. And we've seen like
a drop in violence.
Drop in violent crimes, an increase in children's IQ levels.
Yeah.
And something about less learning difficulties or something
that all tracks.
Yeah.
All tracks.
Totally. And it's just a crazy thing to think, because my mum said she remembered when like they made a big thing about changing the petrol and all that, but they never really went into the fact of how damaging it was.
Yeah,
because
a lot of people for a while then had to run their old cars with lead replacement, and if you see old vintage cars, it's almost certain they're running a lead replacement.
Yeah.
Which is like a little bottle that you buy when you buy your fuel, and you just pour it into the tank.
Yeah, because that engine needs some kind of lead stuff, doesn't it?
It needs a lubrication in the fuel. That's the thing. The lead was basically used as a lubrication. And you could have easily done it by just having more oil being used in the engines.
This is basically the cheaper alternative, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what it always comes down to, the money. That's literally, they knew what it would do.
Yeah.
There's no could about it. Like, it's not like, when you're releasing...
By that point, they 100% knew that ingesting lead was bad for you, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way around it. They knew it was toxic. They knew... And they knew that that's what was going to happen from the petrol.
But you got to remember as well...
When I say they, I mean the actual work, like the people that were putting it out.
But the very first motor vehicles that were running on leaded fuel, that was at a time when at most you would see maybe one car a day.
And they may not have fully understood lead at that point, maybe.
Well, they did
how bad it could be.
But they didn't understand, because there was a really small amount of lead in the grand scheme.
And there was only a few
And
cars.
you're thinking about, it's only one car every 3 days on a road. Like, that's not going to cause any issues.
Yeah.
And like at the time, people were going and writing about the motor car and be like, "It's a fantastic thing. I imagine in 50 years there will be 5 motor cars per town, and people will share them." And it's like, no, dude, no.
We had
try 50,000.
Yeah, they just took over, man.
Yeah,
like and that's why, like which is interesting, because the amount of people that disappeared because of the whole. Finding different fuel or finding different engines that didn't need that.
Yeah.
It's not finding, creating.
Yeah. There's a new hydrogen-powered engine that's apparently as powerful as a modern diesel engine.
It seems
Keep
like
an eye on your head, mate.
it seems like now is the time when they're getting away from it. Like they're seeming to be more open to this kind of like alternative propulsion and all that. But just somebody somewhere that seems not up with it. Not down with it. I mean, could that be somewhere like Iran? Would that be another reason for getting rid of the propulsion
Maybe
people?
Russia as well, because Russia's got a big stranglehold from their gas and oil supply.
Yeah, they make money on the gas and oil. And
huge amount of money.
Goes into petrol and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So,
But America's doing all right at the moment because apparently their oil fields have struck a shitload more oil now.
Oh, that's convenient. That's
convenient,
of a
innit?
taxi
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
So why do they need the oil in Iran then?
And why is it suddenly more expensive? Surely there's
Yeah.
a shitload of fuel around now. The prices should go down.
Yeah, well, no, because of the oil they're using for the war weapon.
Oh, that's right.
Or the special operation effort.
That's special operation effort.
They call it a war when they want to.
That sounds like a Steven Seagal movie. Special operation effort. He stands up in it. That's why it's called effort.
It's craziness. Go on, get on to your
Let's get
main
on to the
topic
actual
then.
one. So, what is dispensationalism? I've just closed it.
Yeah, I'm literally thinking, what the hell is that? Because I don't think I've ever heard of... I say I don't think. I'm pretty confident in saying I've never heard of that word before.
It's one I only found out about recently, but it explains quite a lot of stuff. So, dispensationalism is an evangelical theological system that divides history into distinctive administrative dispensations, or ages, through which God interacts with humanity. It emphasizes a literal interpretation of prophecy, a strict distinction between Israel and the church, and a future earthly millennial kingdom. Key components of dispensationalism include distinct Israel church view. God has two distinct plans for two distinct peoples, national Israel and the church did not replace Israel. Literal interpretation, prophetic languages, passages are interpreted literally, particularly regarding the future restoration of Israel.
Okay.
7 dispensations. Classic dispensationalism defines 7 distinct periods. Innocence, that's Adam and Eve. Conscience, that's Cain and Abel, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Human government, that's the sort of that's the just pause Lindsey Graham for a bit.
No, carry on.
Yeah, that's human government. That's the Romans and stuff. The promise, that's Jesus saying that he will return. Law, that's when we take over the place of Jesus and try and bring Jesus' law onto earth and that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Grace, the church age, which is what they think they're into at the moment with all the evangelicals and stuff saying that it's our duty to continue Jesus's name and continue the work of the Bible, etc., etc.
Oh yeah, of course, that's totally our job.
And the millennial kingdom. So, the millennial kingdom is the bit that all of this focuses on, because the dispensationalists believe that, as it says in the Bible, Jesus will return. And when he does, the rapture will begin, and the dead shall rise, and they shall all walk, and the righteous shall walk hand in hand with Jesus into heaven. Right?
Oh God, must be a big hand.
Yeah. And they believe that anyone left on earth...
It's going to be a big chain.
Yeah.
How are they going to do that?
Apparently Jesus is like Doctor Strange. He can just make multiple versions of himself.
Oh, okay.
Hand everyone in.
So they're just waiting at the gate. Because it's going to be a queue if you're doing all that in one go.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a queue.
There's going to be a big ass
Trust
queue.
me, on Rapture Day, you're going to be waiting like hundreds of thousands of days just to get in.
Oh, yeah, totally. And days in Bible terms, years, probably.
Unless you're a Jehovah's Witness. Because Jehovah's Witness believe that only 11,000 people will be let in, and they've already been preordained by God.
Oh, sure. Jehovah's Witnesses are definitely the ones that are going to be correct. Yeah. Anyone is.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
The Mormons are more likely to be correct.
Oh, yeah. An offshoot of an offshoot of an offshoot.
Yeah.
That makes bullshit sense to begin with. Even on its own merit, to be ignoring all the offshoots.
Exactly.
Sure.
But on the rapture, supposedly, all the true Christians who believe in Jesus and have let him into their heart will be able to go into the afterlife. And those who did not will be left to 1,000 years under the rule of the Antichrist.
Is this what this dispensationalism?
This is what the Bible's saying.
Oh, okay, the
Right.
Bible.
And this is what dispensationalists 100% believe. And not only do they believe it, they believe that it is their duty to try and make that happen as quickly as possible.
What, try and bring about the end of the world?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I've heard about these doomsday.
By
you're gonna hear-
fulfilling the specific terms of the Bible's doomsday prophecy.
They're trying to blag it so that it's like cracking the code earlier.
You know what the first one was?
Go on.
Israel.
What?
Israel becoming a state again.
Oh, just existing.
Just existing as Israel.
Well, they say Israel. I'm guessing it had a different name.
Yeah, it didn't exist before. It was just
Yeah.
part of the Palestine stuff, essentially.
Probably said that the Jewish or the
But then-
the first religion will have
Yeah.
their own. Because they are the oldest religion, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. But like after
We know of.
after World War II, they went, right, the Jews have had this horrible time. We're going to give them some space. Let's carve out an area that we will call Israel. So that's how far back this goes. Like they wanted to call it Israel back then. And
Oh,
that was,
they wanted to call it that.
that was part of a dispensationalism thing. Yeah, they wanted
Oh.
to call it that because that was part of what it was in the Bible.
Okay.
So that was stage one. Stage two involves some various other things that they've tried to get done along the way.
Oh, so they're not even a stage 2 then?
No, we're at like stage three.
Oh, okay.
Which is stage three is the final like thing they need to do, which is building the third temple on the Temple Mount.
Oh, okay.
Now, at the moment, there's a fucking big mosque there, and it is
That's a
one of the mosques that is at the center of the Muslim faith. But they don't believe it should be a Muslim temple. It has to be a Christian or Jewish temple, because that's the only way that you are able to fulfill the prophecy of the Temple Mount, because that has to be part of their one.
Yeah.
And then Jesus shall return. Jesus shall return.
Is that the last one?
That's it.
Oh, wow, that's a bit simple, isn't it?
Yeah, at that
You think
point,
they'll be trying a bit
there
more
will be great like sound of trumpets, and then the world will come to an end.
It's almost like they don't really want to get it done, because if they do, and then it doesn't happen,
Then it's kind of
like every end of the world cult, there comes a time when the world doesn't end, and they're like, yeah, what's happening, guy?
But part of that involves taking over Iran as well. I'm not entirely sure how, but part of the dispensationalism includes like sections of Iran that were previously in the Bible would have been considered part of Israel.
Yeah, that makes
You have
sense.
to unify all of Israel, and that's
the Holy
why
Land.
a lot of American like congressmen and senators are pushing Israel to take over more of Palestine, because that would fulfill the prophecy.
Andy Van as well, I'm guessing. That's part of that too. That might be more of the reason why they're going, because a lot of these, especially in America, seem to really like this religion stuff.
Yeah,
They're like very much into that Jesus guy.
they love that Jesus dude.
That Jesus guy. We're not
Don't
so
listen
into
to what
him.
he says very much.
They don't even know what he looks like.
No.
They get it wrong all the time.
Oh,
They
he's
think
this white dude.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. He was in the Middle East. This guy was so freaking Middle Eastern.
Or if he was white, that just proves even more that Mary be a hoe. I said Mary be a
Full-ass
hoe.
Yeah.
hmm And I mean, it kind of stands to reason as well that Jesus might have known that, because he ended up going for not only a woman called Mary,
Yeah.
but also a hoe,
A
a
full-ass
prostitute.
hoe.
Yeah, she was a posse.
Yeah, he had mummy issues.
He had mommy issues. That's
Yeah.
what he felt like.
Yeah.
He really does.
What was
That's
your
why
name
he said
again? It was Mary. Oh.
That's why. That's why he said everybody was his son, or everybody's a son to God and all that.
I don't know about you, but if I'm on a dating app and I see a woman who's got the same name as my mum, it's like, oh, sorry, that I couldn't do that. That would just be a difficult relationship.
Yeah, it never really happened, but I can't.
I've seen it a
be
couple
weird.
of times. I'm like, no, sorry. You might be a lovely person. You might be a perfect match, but no, sorry.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be cool with it.
No.
At the very least, you'd have to give him a nickname.
Yeah, at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't call you that.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, though, it's not like you call your mom by her name anyway.
No, but
Like,
it
you still know.
feels, yeah, you still
You're aware.
in your heart and your soul.
You've heard other people call
And you
him
can't
this.
scream her name without feeling a bit weird.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you want me to put any of these videos on in? Did he go this?
Yeah, let's do a video, because this sort of demonstrates my point about who is into this shit in the United States government.
Right, okay.
And it's not just these guys, but these are a good representation, a good handful.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, let me get on to it then. So these are actually people from that thing then?
These are the people from the current US government. So at the start, we've got Ted Cruz.
Oh, so he's one of them.
Ted Cruz is a dispensationalist, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they were that. I thought this was going to be some like offshoot, and when you were talking about in the government, I was like, this is just a conspiracy thing.
Yeah.
Not the fact that no, they just are.
Yeah, they're just there, yeah.
Okay.
Particularly young Christians. They are being taught replacement theology, which is a lie that the promises God made to Israel and the people of Israel are somehow no longer good, that the Christian church has replaced Israel and the Jews are no longer God's chosen people.
It isn't some fringe group of Christians claiming that the Jews are no longer the chosen people. This is the official teaching of the Catholic Church. The Church teaches that the Old Covenant finds its fulfillment in Jesus Christ, and that the people of God are now defined by faith in it rather than by ancestry.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy explains it really well.
Church is the new people of God, formed not by ethnicity, but by baptism into Christ. This is precisely why St. Paul declares, in Christ Jesus, there is neither Jew nor Greek. Yet, the irony is that it's a fringe wing of evangelical Protestants that continue to cling stubbornly to the idea of Israel as the permanent chosen nation, grounded in dispensationalist theology, a framework the Church has long rejected as incompatible with the gospel. But what shocks me in lyrics and the theological confusion is how unpatriotic it is for an American senator to publicly preach dispensationalism in order to lobby support for a foreign country while ignoring the very people he was elected to represent. Is he?
This guy explained it in a way that I couldn't, so that's why he's here.
I laughed as well though.
JD Catholic Engage. I've only seen him literally today, but he's very good.
JD Catholic Engage. This is his whole thing then about the Catholic religion. Because I was listening to him thinking, yo, you know this stuff too well, man.
Yeah.
You need to read something else or something. Like, this is too... You're into this, but it makes a bit more sense than now.
Yeah.
I don't get the feeling that he's particularly was raised as a Catholic, though.
No, I don't get the sense.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
Anybody that can... Audio
I'm
people...
sure that there must be Indian Catholics.
Yeah, I was about to say audio people don't might not understand why, but they could hear the accent.
You should be able to.
Yeah,
You should be able to tell.
I don't know about
regardless,
any Indian Catholics myself.
He makes a good point. Dispensationalism is a pure fucking religious thing. The Americans have a separation of church and state. That is one problem. He is also lobbying for another state to have precedence over America, which
Was he?
is in sort of helping Israel to do whatever they need to
Focusing
do.
more on Israel than America.
Yeah.
Which is totally not what's kind of going on at this point then.
Yeah.
Helping Israel, attack Iran. Because, like you said, there's part of it. It makes sense. I'm guessing they refer to it as like Israel, but it would be made of the Holy Lands and all that. And there's bits in Turkey, I know, that are
part of
Jerusalem. Is it? Is in Turkey?
Well, I think it's part of what would have been considered old Israel.
Yeah.
I think essentially,
And that's definitely going to be what they mean.
Yeah.
They don't mean the new one that's
that's
been
why they're starting
agreed.
shit with people all over the place. The Lebanon and fucking.
Or they're attacking
Iran.
everyone.
Yeah,
Most likely.
because they want complete control of the area. Because that confirms it for them.
It's so strange that this is all based on like some books that they just. It is based on the books, but it's also just tribalism.
But there's also
at its
imagine how the
finest.
other fucking like Monty Python and The Life of Brian make a
Okay.
fantastic point. Like Jesus was not the only person proclaiming to be the prophet or the son of God or whatever at the time. There were
There's a bunch of them.
shitloads of these dudes.
Yeah, he was just the most popular.
Yeah.
He was like the David Blaine.
And he died for his sins, which made him a martyr, and then people put more around that, and the other ones didn't necessarily die, or didn't die in such an interesting way, and
That's exactly why Bin Laden wasn't shown.
yeah.
Because you just turn people into martyrs and stuff when you do that. And this was what was really learned from the Bible. They learned that
Yes.
if you do that, then it's going to give people a lot of power.
A lot of power.
So the Romans, after this time, just decided, you know what? Nah, just off them quietly.
Yeah.
Let's just pretend we're into this Jesus stuff.
Yeah.
That's why Christianity
You know that what?
got so far, and it was changed in the order of Constantinople as well.
Yeah.
It was that was it. It might be Constantinople that was in Turkey,
Oh, that would
well.
make sense.
and that's a huge thing.
That's
There's
a whole
loads of
thing.
stuff that was
Yeah.
important. That's got to be part of it.
That was the whole story of the Roman Catholic Church becoming the Roman Catholic Church.
Yeah.
It's an interesting fucking story. Because the Christians were literally seen as like dumbasses by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Romans.
Everyone was Jewish.
Like,
weren't
what are
they?
you talking about? It's Mars, you idiot. That's the god of war, and then there's all these other different gods, and you pray to all of them for distinct different days, and that's the way you do it. And then all these Christians walk around,
Yeah.
and one of the emperors then is losing a battle, and he goes, "I tell you what, I'm going to pray to the Christian God, because my gods are doing fuck all for me right now." And he prays to the Christian God, and he says, "If you will help me see through this battle, I will raise the flag of Christianity above the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
It will become a Christian empire."
Yeah.
And lo and behold, he wins the fucking battle.
Because
Just
the divine help,
Absolute fucking flukes it.
divine
Divine intervention.
intervention. That's it.
And so he goes, "Well, I'm a man of my word."
So that's what we know about most emperors back then.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, fair play, man. At least you did do what you said you were
Yeah,
gonna
well,
do.
you don't want that powerful God turning around on you.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's part of it. But I'm sure another reason why everybody was cool with it is because if you do that, and it was already super popular at the time,
Yeah.
the people wanted to go to that.
I'm almost
thing.
certain that there was a conspiracy of like, that's bullshit. He was always a Christian, and this was just his way of revealing it and changing it because half the fucking people were Christians anyway. You know what I mean?
I don't
That
really
kind
know
of
the
political
guy,
shit happened all the time back in the Roman Empire. We just don't know about it because we've only got a solid version of what they call history.
but- Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. We
the
we'd never
victor.
know.
You know, history is written by the victors.
I mean, at the same time, I would just assume that, Christianity was getting popular and stuff, and they were like, okay, let's use that, and then we'll change it around in that order,
Yeah.
and then we'll be able to, because most of them at that point, the people that were into Christianity had never had a Bible,
Yeah.
read a even if they had a Bible, they probably couldn't read.
Well, it was translated into Latin at that point,
Yeah.
specifically, because before then I think it was like Aramaic or whatever the original versions were.
And obviously, thinking about it, actually, obviously, there wouldn't have even been a Bible when Jesus was around, because it was hundreds of years later.
Afterwards, yeah.
It was hundreds of years later, so for a while, that was probably when it was taken in
Yeah.
by Romans, and then they created the Bible in general.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Because they put together the
this was like the year 500 and something or 600 and
Yeah.
something BC,
When
or AD rather.
because most of the things were written,
Yeah,
the Gospels from all the different. Cause that's what the Bible is mainly, the New
Yeah,
Testament. It's all the
it's-
Gospels of different people.
and like they've taken bits out, like the fucking
put them together.
yeah,
and,
the ones that they didn't want from the Dead Sea Scrolls. They're just
Yeah.
like, take that shit out.
well, that's the Old Testament Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
It's all your
They
Abrahamic
also have
stuff.
the ones about Jesus taming the dragons, which they took out as well because that was fucking silly.
They just kept, that's the point, though. They kept the stuff that they found that they thought they could use.
Yeah,
That they controlled it. They changed it.
yeah,
The Christianity we know now is probably nothing like the original Christianity.
absolutely. I mean, Jesus' birthday is probably like closer to July, is what they think.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
somewhere in the summer,
so yeah, it was only put
maybe
as,
August.
only put at Christmas because it was the sun. That was where
Because the pagans were already
pagans were already
yeah.
doing it, and it's easier when you assimilate a religion and all that. Or get a new religion going that they use the same days.
Yeah, and they used similar things for different things that represented similar things in Christianity. So
Yeah.
it's like, the death of Christ was at the winter time, because that was when the world was dying around them.
So weird that
And they had this big festival and could eat and stuff. And then they go into Easter and they changed another one from whatever it was to Easter, and that was the return of Christ now and shit. It's like they planned it. They fucking planned it. It was better marketed. Christianity was better marketed
That's
than
the
modern
point.
day Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's the point. That was how it went.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting like even just from money from sales, they must have made so much money back then from. I don't know if they were selling it. They might have just been giving it out to control people. I don't know. From the Bible, because it ended up being like the most published book ever.
Yeah.
More money than J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Well, they should do anyway.
Yeah.
But I bet
They
they
give them out
didn't.
for free, the weirdos.
They were taken down by the Ides of March and never got a chance to.
Yeah.
They had a lot of crazy people in running Rome as well.
Yeah.
A lot.
They had multiple things where, I mean, the original Caesar was someone who was originally given a title because it was supposed to be like a random person was given the title of the imperator or whatever it was for a certain amount of years, and then it switched off to a different random person. And one of them, Caesar, just went, nah, I kind of want to stick it. I think I'm good. I think I'm pretty cool. And everyone was like, yeah, you are pretty cool. We want you to stay as well. And lo and behold, then
They didn't.
yeah, you just got a whole lineage of weirdos taking over.
Shit
for a
went
while.
down.
And the Senate sort of still existed,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the
Yeah.
same.
What's this video then? What's
Yeah, so this is another one of Ted Cruz.
There you go.
My support for Israel come from, number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two,
No. Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian. I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
we are commanded to support Israel. And we're
What does that
told-
mean, Israel?
We're told those who bless Israel will be blessed.
But what? Hold on. Define Israel. This is important. Are you kidding? This is majority Christian.
I took it. Yeah, doing this kind of stuff.
Israel is? That would be the country you've asked 49 questions about.
So that's what Genesis. That's what God is talking about.
The nation of Israel, yes.
And so is that the current borders, the current leadership? He's talking about the political entity called Israel.
He's talking about the nation of Israel. Yeah, nations exists, and he's discussing a nation. A nation was the people of Israel.
Is the nation
They're the
God is
descendants of
referring
Abraham.
to in Genesis? Is that the same as the country run by Benjamin Netanyahu right now?
Yes. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one,
Manufactured.
because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But
Manufactured by people like Ted Cruz who are trying to manufacture
And now
it.
you're bringing up theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government.
It's just repeating again now.
we are commanded
Oh, I
to
see.
support
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
And by the way, I just want to point out, I am not anti-Israel.
You think you're gonna?
I'm not anti-Palestine. I don't know enough about the situation.
I'm anti
I'm-
religion in general.
I'm anti-organized religion in general, and I'm certainly anti a group of politicians using political governance to force forward their religious ideas on a not just a
Or vice
national
versa.
but an international level. You know?
Vice versa, using
Yeah.
the religious stuff to push their political things.
Yeah.
It happens in every manner.
It's
A bit dirty, a bit icky.
it feels icky. It does feel icky. But
like it's
again, I just want to point out I'm not anti-Semitic or anything at all. I'm just saying this seems like a fucking weird place to come from politically. The idea that we're supposed to fulfill biblical fucking predictions by actively following them.
Yeah, it seems weird because that's the idea it's saying that we should all
That's what they're trying to do. That's why they're trying to get the Temple
the
Mount.
Jews aren't the special people.
They are the chosen people. Where an
No,
extension
they're
of the chosen
saying they're not though.
Yeah, they're saying they are in a way, but America has to support it so that we can get the Christian outcome, not the Jewish outcome. Now, this is an interesting point that I need to bring up as well. So there's a lot of Jewish people who are into dispensationalism as well, but they believe that an entirely different thing will happen when the temple is built than the
Right.
Christians.
Right.
The Christians think that Jesus will come back, the rapture happens, all that kind of stuff, and Jesus is confirmed as the true Son of God.
I agree.
And the Jewish people believe almost the exact opposite. that in fact it will bring in a new era where it is proven that Jesus Christ is not the Son of God, and everyone adheres to strict I can't remember what the Jewish version of Sharia law is, but that essentially.
Yeah, okay.
And that everyone will become fully Orthodox Jews, and like there will be a new era of spirituality and peace and enlightenment.
I would not become an Orthodox Jew just because we found out Jesus wasn't the Son of God. I'd be like, that tracks.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I don't believe he's the Son of God now.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense, but that's not the whole reason why I'm saying yes or no to something.
yeah.
But like genuinely, like this is what these people believe, and yet for some reason the Christians are like, yeah, we need to push for it because we believe it will prove Jesus.
Yeah.
And the people in Israel who want to push it are like, yeah, we want to do it because we believe it will have non-Jesus.
It kind of makes sense then, because it's almost like working together to make it happen, because it's like we got a bet going on what will happen.
Almost, yeah.
And to know, we need to make it happen.
Yeah, they're doing it on that website where you can bet on anything, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. So this is an old bet, though. They're betting in like scientists.
Yeah.
That's why they've been gathering up to sell.
Someone's got a bet somewhere going from back in like the late 200 AD.
Yeah, all the smartest minds.
Yeah. They all came together and they've all been like pooling their money to like in a bank that was owned by the Templars at the time, and it's been gaining ludicrous interest over time. That's where all the money's actually going.
Yeah.
It's all just going to the interest of this ridiculous bet. And then when it finally happens, one of three people are going to win. It's either the Jewish guy who was there, the Christian guy who was there, or the atheist guy who was there, who said none of that shit's going to happen at all.
My money's on the atheist.
My money's on the atheist too.
I'm agnostic.
Yeah.
I think is what I'm classed as.
I think I used to be fully atheist, which was like there is no God, all that kind of shit. But I have become more agnostic, where I'm like, I just don't know, and honestly, I don't think anyone else knows either.
I'll probably become more atheist. It's probably more the other way for me. But
I don't see any proof
I'm
of
open
God.
to it,
That's
though.
why I would technically call myself an atheist, because I don't see proof of God.
I don't think you need
So-
to see proof of God is the point, though.
Yeah, but that's the
Well,
thing, isn't it?
agnostic.
It's like it's the whole
You're
tea
just
kettle
open
thing
to it.
in outer space. You can't
Yeah.
disprove that there's a tea kettle in outer space circling around the sun.
Yeah,
But the probability of it is pretty low. You
Yeah.
can't disprove that there's a flying spaghetti monster that created all of the space and time.
Ricky Gervais, I think.
Yeah.
That one.
But you can't disprove it either. So therefore,
I mean, but that's not the whole thing, though. It's also, that's kind of the point, though. I mean, because atheists, that's stupid. No, there isn't any. Whereas agnostic is, it's kind of stupid, but I'm open to it, I guess.
I'd be open to it.
It might be, you don't
some
know.
kind of fantastic spiritual experience.
Or some kind of idea. Or
I wouldn't
some
just
kind
deny
of,
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, but do you think there's a chance to the idea that there's a supreme power,
I'm open to it. More recently, I've been open to it than I was before.
So you're agnostic, yeah?
Yeah,
agnostic.
I think I'm more open to it now than I have been, and I've sort of been trying to be a bit more hopeful.
Is that
just in general as well, which I think
Yeah.
is part of it.
Is that just because we want to assume this isn't it because the world?
I don't even know if
crazy?
it's that though, because I don't think my mum had an idea where it was like essentially like the Gaia principle from back in the pagans, where it's like there's a life energy within you that you can call a soul, but when you die and you go back into the earth and part of the Gaia again, and you come back out again something different,
Right.
you're not going to have all exactly the same parts of that soul. It's going to be a slightly different combination of different parts of things.
Yeah, and because you're going into something different as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah,
I kind of believe in reincarnation. I think.
I think reincarnation's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense as well.
Yeah.
Dope is part of the reason why you shouldn't believe it though, because like it's a cool concept.
Yeah, it's like, I can be a spider next time. Sweet. No, yeah, whatever.
But that's the thing. If it's just because it's a cool concept, then that's like, well, that's probably a reason why I shouldn't believe it.
I suppose there's for people in Christianity who think that that's the cool concept. Dude, there's this guy and he comes down on a horse with a raining sword of fire. Motherfucker, that's my kind of guy. Does he
you
do
mean-
loops and shit? You goddamn right he does. He jumps right through a big flaming ring.
No. But proper Christian Bible bashers are more like it's. I've
Oh, you
heard
arrive
that.
on a private jet.
Nah. They might say that that's what it is, but they like, no, they're the evilest of people.
Yeah,
it would be more like pedos, with kids hanging from belts.
Well,
on their belts.
that's always been part of the Christian Bible. Is like it says that there's going to be loads of people who pretend to be Christian to get what they want, and those people will be blocked out of Christianity and heaven for good. So, like, if like these people like Kenneth Copeland do believe remotely in heaven, then they're definitely going about the wrong way of doing it.
But they also say that it's normal for Christians to have moments and time where they don't believe as much.
Yeah,
and they have like
a test of faith.
Yeah. So how is it really different than a guy who's just pretending to be Christian and doesn't fully believe? How is that really different than a Christian?
That's the thing. How do you know what the real difference is? Because like, there's people who pretend to be Christian and act Christian, and then there's people who truly believe it but don't act very Christian at all.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly.
And you can never really know what is inside someone's head.
Yeah, is it more about what you do, what you actually do, and how you live your life, and that as a Christian, or about what you believe?
That's down to the big God, man. That's what it's about.
On that, let's
like
watch
Doctor. What's his name?
Robotnik.
No, the guy who was on your mum's house podcast quite a lot.
I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember his fucking name. But anyway, he keeps on talking about, like, one of the things you can do to just be a good person is act like you're being watched constantly. Like, never act as though there isn't someone else in the room, essentially.
I always kind of have that feeling, like, it is kind of always like you're being watched, though.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I believe in a higher power thing.
Yeah, the higher power is just HMRC.
Yeah, sure. They're a lower power that are just like gnats that just buzz around.
Oh yeah, they were bugging me, going like, "Oh, you're gonna get massive fines if we don't get this immediately from you." And I was like, "I'm shitting myself." Sent multiple things, tried to figure it out. Eventually got it figured out. Didn't have to pay. That took like me replying. I had to reply within 3 days. If I didn't, I was fucked. Right?
Well, they send those kind of things just
for my
you to do it.
Yeah, but for my rebate, oh no, you might have to wait till October, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking what?
Yeah, well, this is all government for you. This is the norm.
Get some fucking AI on it. Have it make a little mistake.
Because they're busy doing this shit and getting, like all the religious balls and all that.
Yeah.
Let's hear this guy. Who's this fella?
So this is Bill O'Reilly talking to Senator. What's his fucking name again?
That's a weird name.
I can't remember his name.
Oh, do we really care?
Lindsey Graham.
Oh, okay.
Successful with what you do. Okay, but part B of the question is,
if we're not, blame me, because I deserve blame. If we're not successful,
it's a proper American.
You blame me because nobody
has
advocated to take on this Iranian regime more forcefully than me.
Okay. You think you're going to be successful?
So this is Lindsey Graham. He is notorious for constantly being on Israel's side, no matter what they do.
Okay.
Now, there's various people who believe that it's just because he's fully into the dispensationalism part of it, and that's definitely part of it. He is clearly a very Christian man, but there's a lot of people who also believe it's because Mossad have got pictures of him fucking dudes.
He looks like the kind. He's got a weird look about him.
Yeah.
Even in this one where he's paused.
In various interviews throughout the years, at one point he was trying to be president, I think.
Oh.
And in the election campaign, they were like, "You're not married, so, would you actually be taking any women to the White House?" And he goes, "Well, maybe I'd take a bunch of women." And it's like, yeah, no, dude, don't. That's not, you're overcompensating.
I wonder if there's ever been a president that wasn't married, that didn't take a first
I think there might have
woman.
I think there might have been like
First lady.
one. Yeah.
Really?
I think there might have been. I think it might have been because like he was widowed or something.
Ah, so that
and his sister took in the place or something instead.
That's weird. He's banging his sister.
Yeah.
That's all. It's just how he got over.
Just makes it hella awkward. But at the time, people were probably down with that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, it makes him just like us.
Different time, man. And now it's only got to like your first cousin. Now it's like pretty much that's still your Christmas dinner table.
Yeah. Sunview, come on over here and have a look at this. They're talking about us.
Hey, sister, get your trousers on.
That's a sistis.
Have a look at this.
Apologize for. Israel did not cause this. Hamas is an organization.
This was
founded
after
in
they'd done like a
1987.
horrific bombing run.
Right.
Their chief charter is to destroy the Jewish state. Israel
Oh.
has nothing to apologize for.
That was it.
Israel did not cause this.
Yeah.
Israel didn't cause any. What did Israel do?
Yeah.
Israel didn't do anything. What? They bombed a load of countries.
Israel? What? No.
That wasn't important.
You're crazy. They don't even have guns.
Yeah, and if they did, they wouldn't use them.
No, they never would.
Everyone over there,
They've got those marshmallow cartridges.
they're perfect people.
The ones that just fire delicious marshmallows for people to eat.
They don't do anything wrong over there. They have cushy prisons.
Yeah.
They even bring in people to fornicate with them.
Yeah.
They don't ask them if they want it.
They're just like, here, have some D.
Yeah. So hold on, I'm a guy and I like the V, and they're like, no,
Well,
bend over and take it.
we've
But I
got
don't
D or
want to.
nothing.
I want nothing.
You're having D.
I heard D.
I heard I've not been outside. I need some vitamin D.
It says here that you tick the CNC option. No, I didn't. That's what you said you'd
That's what
say.
you said you say, yeah.
And you know your safe word.
Yeah, so
No, I
what's
don't.
the safe word?
And then you just spend the whole time going through the dictionary,
Oh shit.
not realising that it's in Israeli.
Israelian.
That's all it is.
I don't know what the word is either.
To the wrestler at the moment, because he's Jewish as well. He calls himself Big Hebrew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might be Hebrew. Yeah, it's Hebrew.
Oh, it's Hebrew. Oh,
Yeah, because I made that whole. There's a whole sketch about it in PAMT where a guy thinks he's come up with the perfect name for a He-Man based beer.
Hebrew.
Hebrew.
That's fair.
I thought that was one of my favourite jokes I've ever made in my life.
I like that. Oh, we got another Lindsey Graham.
There's
Let's see
one
if
more
we get
Lindsey Graham for you.
there. Okay, I like this fella in the sense that he seems quite entertaining. I'm
His
not
hair
saying
as
I'm a
well,
fan.
though. Like that is a weird choice of hairstyle.
This is such a weird guy,
Yeah.
and you can just by looking at him, you feel like there's something up with him. That I could see him being president at some point.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
It's a
If
weird
they've got dirt
person.
on you, you might well be president.
Yeah, because they can easily control you and all that.
Exactly.
Which some people is what they say about Trump and that. And then is it maybe the other side always trying to kill him? Because we had at least 3 that we know of in public.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're just the ones we know of. And that we know of actually.
Yeah.
Trump may not know of all of them, but someone would.
It seems like
somewhere.
assassination is the word of the fucking decade.
Yeah, well.
Because there's lots of people disappearing, and lots of people trying to assassinate presidents, and successfully assassinating Charlie Kirk.
And not trying to assassinate presidents, just trying to assassinate one particular president. Nobody else has been attempted for ages.
Yeah.
Like Ronald Reagan was one of the last attempted ones.
And now this dude's got 3.
Yeah.
In his second term alone.
I think there was one attempted more recently on Prince Charles, now King Charles.
That makes sense.
He was just somebody ran up with something and he got tackled and all that. And he just looked over didn't give a shit. And went back.
That's pretty baller. That's meme worthy. That is.
Yeah,
just fucking suddenly go black and white. Put the sunglasses over him as he walks away.
Dum dum dum. Yeah, that could have been the original one because he gave no shits.
Mm-hmm.
He kept calm and he carried on.
I like that.
With that
I respect that now.
Naturally,
I respect that a bit more than I did. You know,
if that happened now though, people would just be like, set up.
Yeah.
You set it up. I wonder if people are saying the same thing about that principal that tackled the school shooter.
I know Penguin Z0 Moist did Moist Critical did a video on it, saying this is the bravest man in the world.
Yeah, just a smart react and take a guy down, beat the butt.
He fucking did it, man. He did the fucking thing. Yeah,
he did the thing, beat him down. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but
yeah, he fucked him up.
I just wondered, cool.
Yeah.
That's it this time. I bet Lindsey Graham
Let's get some Lindsey back in us.
Yeah.
Future are being planned here in Israel. Because if you're not one step ahead of the enemy, you suffer. The most clever, creative military forces on the planet are here in Israel because they have to be to survive. So what we're looking at is that Israel is advancing down the road of new weaponry far beyond us. And it would be nice to have a process where we could be partners.
Far beyond us.
Future or
What does he mean by that?
Here in Israel, because if you're not one step ahead of the enemy, you suffer. The most clever, creative military forces on the planet are here in Israel because they have to be to survive. So what we're looking at,
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Why are they?
No, but he's talking about them having stuff that the United States don't.
Yeah, but like what?
That's what I'm wondering.
Like
Wonder if the
Iron Dome?
Venezuela stuff is Israeli tech.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe. The idea of how they would get that, though. I mean, whether it was just, they've been looking at
Perfect for
alien
Palestinian
tech
crowd
for a lot
control,
longer.
wouldn't it, though?
Yeah.
That was what you were designing it for,
True.
actually.
True. They need that, I guess, a lot more over there because it's just mass amount of people
Yeah.
trying to do stuff all the time. And Israel apparently gets attacked by everyone all the time. Although everything I've seen is Israel attacking other people all the time.
A
That's what I've
single
seen.
rocket lands in someone's back garden in Israel, and Israel are like, quickly, launch the ICBMs.
You know everything we have.
Carpet bomb this school. Do it now.
Yeah. Oh, they threatened us, blow up a school. Seems to be how it goes.
They stole, don't get me wrong, they stole and kidnapped and murdered a load of people. They really did.
Who?
The Hamas. They really did do that. And then
Oh, yeah,
Israel leveled all of Gaza and killed a good percentage. Literally decimated the population.
Mm-hmm.
You know what decimating actually means? Killing 10%.
Oh, they did a lot more than that.
Yeah.
They did a lot more than 10%.
Yeah.
But I just noticed Katie on the front.
Yeah. It's almost as if it was supposed to happen. The next King David, Jerusalem.
Hey. But I can't remember what I was going to say now. That distracted me totally.
So this is Pete Hegseth,
Shay?
who you may know as the head of the Department of War.
I didn't. This guy is the dude that decides all the war things.
Yep.
He looks like a young'un.
Yep, he's pretty young still. I mean, he's in his 40s, I think, at most.
That's one way I would like an older person that's seen what happens when you...
You'd
go
like
to war
to,
with
yeah,
people.
maybe an ex-general or something.
Yeah.
You know?
And this guy, I'm guessing, is just a whatever guy.
This is just a guy, yeah.
A yes man.
And he does lots of, TikTok videos for the army and stuff and memes and shit.
Oh, that's cool. That's what you need.
Yeah.
That's what...
It's not
yeah.
a serious organisation, so that helps.
What would it be serious? It's not like it's national security or anything.
No, exactly.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it's not like people are just going to meme out some crucial information on their fucking TikTok for no fucking reason.
Well, I just mean the fact that he's even got time to do that.
Did you know the story about, before we go into Pete Hegseth, do you know the story about World of Warships releasing, actual military files?
No, really.
So, there's a game called World of Warships. It's a game where you play as a battleship or a destroyer or a cruiser, and you fight each other in a multiplayer thing. And this guy's talking shit. And he's like, you don't know shit about submarines. He goes, yes, I fucking do. I know everything about submarines. I'm a submarine engineer. And he goes, Pixar didn't happen, bro. Motherfucker sent him pics. Motherfucker sent him actual blueprints for the type of submarine that he was on, that only he would have access to if he was a submarine engineer, and sent it to this motherfucker on open chat in a fucking multiplayer game.
Because somebody said, I don't believe you.
Someone said he didn't believe it. Pixar didn't happen. And he released and they did it on another one as well. There's World of Tanks. They did it with a fucking tank. These people are morons.
I think it's stuff as well, because if the enemy sees the controls and all that, it could, especially in a tank, because it's all going to be there in one place.
Especially in a fucking submarine. Submarines are crucially secret information. You don't want them knowing anything about the interior of a submarine.
But it's bigger though, at least, so it wouldn't.
Maybe he's only got a little
everything.
bit of it. Yeah. Whilst the tank, you've pretty much got the whole thing in one blueprint. Yeah.
Especially return white or swampy.
It's not the only time it's happened. It's happened a few times. Because
people are dumb.
Yeah, you can't trust these fucking military dudes. A lot of them are jarheads. They're just there to shoot shit.
That's why I do kind of acknowledge the fact that it's if we did fake the moon landing, Someone would have
Someone
let
would have
some
cracked,
shit
yeah.
slip by now.
Yeah, someone would have been in a bar and then ended up on fucking, some news program somewhere.
That's never really happened.
No.
Other stuff,
I mean, people have been punched for saying it was bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But if you go up to the guy who actually went to space and was second on the moon,
and say, "Hey, you're a fucking liar. You never did anything. You're a piece of shit."
and you probably heard it a bunch of times from people.
And probably from that guy a few times as well.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Right.
just
Anyway,
see this fella then.
yeah, Mr. Pete Hegseth.
Right.
Hey, Jennifer and I and others had a chance to go see the Western Wall of the Temple Mount, the Western Wall tunnels, so much of the old city. And as you stand there, you can't but behold the miracle before you. And it got me thinking about another miracle that I hope all of you don't see too far away. Because 1917 was a miracle. 1948 was a miracle.
There you go, that mic is better.
1947 was a miracle. 2017, the declaration of Jerusalem as the capital was a miracle.
I'm guessing we're watching it from that. We're hearing the audio from that left mic.
Yeah.
Temple on the Temple Mount.
There we go. He's talking specifically about building the Temple Mount to Jewish people in
I
Jerusalem.
don't know how it would happen. You don't know how it would happen, but I know that it could happen.
So he's talking to them directly about we can get the temple built on the Temple Mount.
He's saying that?
Yeah, where there is currently a very important Muslim temple.
Oh, so it's like him trying
He's
to...
like, I don't know how that'll happen. You don't know how that'll happen. Wink, wink. But
So this is in... Where is that, the Temple Mount?
I can't remember exactly where it is. Let me double check that, actually.
I say because...
Where is the Temple Mount?
Yeah, because I swear from what he said then, it sounded like he was implying it was in Israel. Which doesn't really make that much sense if they're arguing about this thing. It's like, well, it's there anyway, just go and get it.
On the Temple Mount is not possible. 7 was a miracle. 2017, the declaration of Jerusalem as the capital was a miracle.
I think it is.
There's no reason why the miracle of the reestablishment of the temple on the Temple Mount is not possible.
I think it's literally just because it's a sacred Muslim site. That's it.
Could happen. And a step in that process, a step in every process, is the recognition that facts and activities on the ground truly matter. And that's why going and visiting Judea and Samaria, understanding that sovereignty, the very sovereignty of Israeli soil, Israeli cities, locations, is a critical next step to showing the world that this is the land for Jews and the land of Israel. And I believe, as was mentioned, he said you need to...
This is it's essentially like trying to say, yeah, it's in Jerusalem then.
Yeah.
Israel. But... yeah, it's been classified as a Muslim thing, but we're trying to take it back as a Jewish thing.
And then that completes the gospel stuff.
So they can then find out who wins the best finally.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. This long-standing bet.
And
it's been around forever.
And that is dispensationalism.
How long has dispensationalism been around for?
It's a good question. I think it says it's been around for a long time. It doesn't say a specific time. It just says an evangelical theological system that divides history into distinct administrative dispensations.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, let me just see if there's anything.
I'm
going to Wikipedia it. Yeah, there we go.
Makes me feel like if we can't find the answer, then it might be more recent than we think, because that would make sense.
Yeah, I genuinely can't seem to find it. It seems to be just an evangelical thing that has popped up more recently than anything else, but it's based on an old idea. Dispensationalism is an old idea that's been...
Old idea, yeah. That makes sense, because anything could be an old idea in a sense.
And then just get its new version of it, and that's essentially what's happening.
As what was it called again?
Dispensationalism.
Dispensationism.
Nullism.
Oh, nullism.
Yeah.
How long did it mean a thing in regard?
Just how long has it been a thing? It'll understand.
Possibly. So look, as defined, the appearance that hadn't been around as long as Christianity itself.
Right, so
early
it's
19th century.
based off of the biblical shit then.
Yeah, well, it's been around since the early 19th century,
Right.
the 1800s and that. The word dispensation, timeline is simple time. Pre-1800s, there were some ideas that existed. 1830s to 40s, he formalises it in Britain.
Oh,
wow,
okay,
okay.
so it's us. Oh dear.
Well, it spread then in during the 1800s, basically, over to the United States.
Yeah.
And got probably quite big, I imagine.
It fits in entirely with their
20th century became influential in evangelical circles. So I could totally see like the people powers that be having like like a proper betting like in place that they want to do this stuff and see what happens.
Yeah.
They want to either save the world or destroy it, I guess.
And then whoever gets the money gets to rule the world, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though if either of those things happen, there wouldn't really be a world to rule in the same way, would there?
Not really, no.
Because either way, well, if it's a rapture, which is that the Christian one?
Yeah.
That would end the world.
Yes.
If you're left on the world, and that means, well, maybe that's the point. Maybe they're well aware that we're left on the world.
Antichrist, and you're going to get 1,000 years of torment.
Yeah, because it's not like you're just going to be left to your own devices. The idea is just you know,
You're
it's not going to
fighting
be fun.
demons the entire time.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah. And then the other side, the Jewish, what was that again?
That was basically disproving Jesus was Jesus entirely, and everyone follows the strict rules of the Torah.
That was it.
In a new, perfect age, where, you know, like everyone is the right religion and everyone's thinking the right way.
I like how it just says that's going to happen with no explanation of how. So everyone just will become a full-on Jew.
Yeah.
I don't know how or why
But
or
they
in
will.
what manner.
Mhm.
They just will.
Yeah.
Snap of the fingers, everyone's
Suddenly,
Jewish.
boom. Done.
Oh, suddenly I'll sideburns.
Yeah.
I'll be
When
walking.
you put it like that, the Christian one does make it a little bit more sense. At least there's like things happening.
Yeah, it seems like they read the Jewish one and was like, well, I think we need to. Yeah, I know what we need to do
better
to
on this. Yeah.
AI, rewrite this
Yeah.
stupid one, this stupid Jewish thing.
But like, kind of interesting, right? That these people are literally in positions of power.
Yeah,
even
it's
up to
weird.
The Department of War.
And to the fact that this is, like, you'd imagine this kind of thing happening more 50 years ago, 40 years ago, people caring this much about the religious stuff. But no, this is like 2026. I've heard a lot of people talking more about religious stuff.
Yeah, I have as well. There's a big uptick in
Yeah,
religious stuff.
which is strange because
I think it's got something to do with the lack of education, to be honest.
Could do.
Because, like, we all know that the younger generation are dumber. And they're, like, not able to read as well, and they're not able to concentrate as well.
Yeah.
And, like, all that kind of stuff. I think it's got something to do with that.
I think we might have been in the perfect scenario where we was in that perfect window where we didn't get as much lead. That had
Yes.
gone away a lot. And then we also didn't get mind fucked by X and all
But we
that.
also had access to the internet when the internet was still a resource for information more than anything else.
Even though I think there's something else going on, because to me, the idea that, like, say X, for example, all it does is give you actual free speech. And yes, people are going to go a bit ham with that at first.
And
like
we
they
have
did.
noticed that clearly, yeah.
They
Especially
did go
with
a bit
some,
ham.
yeah,
It's
some.
calmed down now, because since I've been on, I haven't seen any of that stuff.
But isn't that the point of, like, conversation? Is it should be self-policing? Is that someone will say something and then a load of people will call them on it and go, "Why are you saying that? That's ridiculous, and this is the reason why." And then suddenly, over time, those people hear that over and over again, and they start going, "Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I do need to think about this." And they think about it, and they stop doing it. That is
Pretty
kind
much.
of the fucking point.
That's pretty much how it goes.
And if you stop people from being able to discuss it, then suddenly they can only go to an echo chamber where everyone thinks the same thing that they think.
Yeah, and you can't actually get a nuanced thing where you can figure it out. You're just kind of told.
Yeah.
And that's it. You
Yeah.
kind of go with it. It's
You
like,
don't
okay,
see
we
any
think
of the
that.
other
Okay,
points.
cool.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, this happened. All right, before I have an opinion on it, let me go and quickly check what my side feels about
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's
how they feel about it. So many people do that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I need to know how my side feel about it first.
Yeah.
Before I know how I feel
what
about
does the
it.
news tell me what to say, what to think? What does,
Yeah.
yeah.
The amount of people that do that, it is really surprising.
I mean, I got suckered by that fucking panorama thing.
What was
'Cause I
that?
remember watching a bit of that panorama video and of Donald Trump. I think it was panorama.
The recent one.
Yeah, the one that they got sued over.
Oh, that, yeah.
And then you go back and rewatch it, and like with the proof of what he actually said versus what they cut it.
How they did it.
It's fucking offensive, man.
And they still didn't acknowledge or admit it.
No, but people got fired.
They admitted fault, and it looked like it, and they understood
And then
why.
the head of the BBC left, and now everything's fine. Just like the Savile days.
I don't think that was why he left, though. I
think it was part of it. It was definitely part of it. There were lots of other reasons.
Hugh Edwards,
but
was it around that time?
they were similar. Yeah, that was just after Hugh Edwards, so that was probably a part of it as well. It was probably a good reason to leave, so that he didn't get investigated further. You're probably onto something.
To be fair, yeah, the fucking... I didn't even mean that then, but the amount of pedos that they were happily hiding.
It seems like it's basically half the fucking population of the BBC at the moment.
That's a really good point, actually. Like, yeah, I feel like you should check out the guy that was running the BBC.
Maybe.
It might be a good idea
Might be a good
to check
idea
him
to
out.
just do a little investigation.
Yeah.
Because he left so quickly and without hassle.
Yeah.
That's usually, if you're in a really high paying job, those people tend to kick and squeal before they're left.
And it depends as well where he's gone now. If he's gone to, say, an island, then that's even more reason to check him out.
Yeah, especially if it's a certain island.
Well, no, that island's going to be...
Oh, yeah. I
that
suppose
island's taken
it's
now.
going to be a different island now.
Yeah, it's like when people found Bohemian Grove, they changed this and moved somewhere else.
Place, yeah. Now they just let the losers into that one. They think they're special.
Kept to the front, essentially. This
Yeah,
is
it's the real one. Yeah. Oh, it's definitely just a recording now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just piped in from the other place.
Yeah. Oh shit.
But yeah, like
But yeah, I genuinely thought like that was something that I had explained to me recently, and I was like, oh shit. Because once you know it's there, once you start watching more like stuff from the news, you're like, that seems a bit weird. That seems a bit more.
Yeah, because obviously then if it started in Britain, it's still going to be around in Britain.
Oh, yeah.
But it really does seem like even in our government, we don't really seem that religious still.
No.
Most of them. Actually, why did it doesn't explain the Iran war anyway, then, if it's in Jerusalem?
Yeah, I think it's something to do with...
They're trying to get rid of Muslims.
I think it might be that, yeah.
To be fair, like, Palestine...
They just want it all to be Jewish again.
You have to get rid of Muslims, and there's going to be nobody to argue. I suppose that's probably...
So it sort of makes sense. Yeah, if there's no one around to stop you taking down their temple, because there's no one...
Well, not enough.
Complaining about it anymore.
Not enough people.
Well, not enough people there to even go.
And the ones that are there are going to be afraid to complain as much. Or leave as well. Yeah, that's probably the idea. Yeah. And Britain's like, no, because we know where they're going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight across Europe.
And I also don't think we should kill them.
No.
Like,
I don't think we should be fucking around with their fucking place to begin with.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, this is like...
And the reason why the Middle East is in the situation it is at the moment is because the West has continued to just constantly go, yeah, but what about our cut? What about our bit?
Yeah, well, I mean...
I want a bit of that.
How much of it was the West and how much of it was actually Israel implemented?
Well, Israel was implemented by the West as well. They almost...
Yeah.
They wanted it there for multiple reasons. One of it was this dispensationalism thing. The other one was to just have a full foothold in the Middle East. This area is a place we know we can always dock. We can always get oil in and out through this area. We've got a winner, Yeah,
because that's how it goes. Like, that's kind
of... It just so happened that it happened to be in the right place in the right time.
Yeah.
Fucked. Man, fucked. This is the weird thing. Like, once you know this is a thing, I honestly swear, just start looking through the news a little bit more whenever you see it. Whether it's Americans talking about the war and stuff, you're like,
that's interesting. Yeah, be like, with America, I reckon it's gonna pop up a lot. Like, It is strange.
It's big in America.
Yeah, just that it's essentially a doomsday cult.
Yeah,
just it's actually a religion. When a
part
cult
of a religion, that's the thing, and like it's almost like they think that they're legitimized by the rest of Christianity as well.
Yeah.
You know,
I suppose like it's only like one part of it, isn't it? So you don't even have to like not be a Christian.
Well, it's
You still
extremist.
do Christian stuff.
It's extremist.
Yeah,
it's the same as Al Qaeda.
Yeah,
but on a different fucking book.
And they've got a whole government. Well, actually, most of the terrorism things have. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It's like Christian extremism.
A lot of the dispensationalists believe that by doing the Temple Mount thing, that will just cause all-out nuclear war, and that is what the rapture will be as well.
Right.
So even more reasons to click a button.
Well, the best way to stop that though is by just like they said, wiping out all the Muslims, because I'm sure that won't have an issue.
Oh, that'll have no negative effects.
No.
We always know that trying to wipe out an entire like race of people always works out really well. That's exactly why we're in this state to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, it feels it seems perfect right now. I don't see any kind of issue from Iran coming up whatsoever.
No,
they
love us.
Yeah, they seem to be fine.
They're totally chill.
At least it's not us.
No, America. They're so chill with America right now.
Yeah. They're proper chill with them.
The Americans are chilling just on one side of the Strait of Hormuz. They're chilling on the other Strait of other side of the Strait of Hormuz.
China's chilling and laughing at both sides as it goes through the Strait of Hormuz.
It's just a big chill down, guys.
Yeah. Let's just be thankful that the Chinese are cool.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about it. They can go about their day easily.
Yeah.
You know.
They're having a wonderful time.
Long live the Chinese.
Yeah.
President Mao, Zhao, whoever the hell you are.
Yeah.
Respect. Zhao?
Jinping,
yeah. Jinping, you too. Mister, I don't think you look like Winnie the Pooh.
No, not at all.
We've never said you look like Winnie the Pooh on here.
We wouldn't do that.
We would never do that.
No, not to the Great Republic of China.
Nah. Too much respect for you, Mister.
Way too much respect. Mr. Winnie the Xi Jinping guy.
It's just how I know him. That's all. Yeah, I forget his name and I'm like, yeah, the Winnie the Pooh fella. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah,
that fella. Oh, are there many Jewish people in China? Is that much of a thing?
I don't think there are. No.
Okay.
No. I mean, there were some Muslim people in China, but even they've been mostly fucking thrown out.
Yeah, thrown out. Isn't that what's in the camps? They've got a lot of campy people in. I swear that was a form of Muslim people.
Basically, in China, after Chairman Mao, there was sort of a denigration of religion in general. You weren't supposed to. Yeah, you weren't supposed to believe in other stuff. You were supposed to support the state. Right. You're supposed to work for the state.
We're the only goddamn God you need.
Exactly, that kind of shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of it was sort of destroyed, and lots of temples were destroyed, and lots of cultural stuff was wrecked in that.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue about any kind of Chinese religion, even back in the day or anything. Like,
it used to be strong, like Buddhist stuff.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Really strong Buddhist stuff.
Okay,
that
makes
got
sense.
destroyed by Chairman Mao because that was all part of like essentially what happened with the Dalai Lama. It was like a clear out of all of these like very powerful temples that basically ruled the areas that were under him and shit. And Chairman Mao just came in and went, nope, it's all mine. It's all for the state. Get in line or fuck off.
I mean, it's not hard to argue about getting religion out of state and all that, separating them. It's a different world now.
Yeah,
there's a difference between just take it like we have, where we've taken it out of state and religion or whatever it's called.
Have we though? At this point, it's starting to creep back in. Certainly.
I don't know. I remember when I was in school and we were singing like hymns and all that shit.
I did do that. Yeah,
and it's just gone away with that stuff.
Yeah. Fair.
But then it's weird with the Jewish people anyway, though, like that one today that was on about in Golders Green, like two Jewish people getting stabbed.
I know.
Like, why is that referred to as terrorism?
Yeah, but it's
that's the real thing I'm questioning there. Like, why is that
terrorism? Depends what they know the thing is. I suppose if you're counting it as a hate crime, and as we've discussed on this project before, this podcast before. Sorry, hate crime is a pretty liberal term in the UK. You can attach it to quite a lot of different things.
Well, it means like more like going for someone because of like some that kind. I'm trying to think.
It was LGBTQ.
Identity and all that.
It's
identity and
it's all identity stuff.
Because it can be the same with goths now.
Yeah.
Goths can get it.
And it can turn an assault with fists into the equivalent of assault with a deadly weapon. When you're sentenced.
Oh, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah,
racism
which
is a deadly weapon.
Exactly, that's what we talked about.
weapon
it's
of
like
racism.
I don't think that you should get extra time for the motivation of your crime.
Not so much that. Well, yeah, that too.
You know, I think you should potentially be able to get less for
mean
your motivation of your crime, but I don't think you should get more for the motivation of your crime. I think an assault is an assault is an assault. Whatever the maximum charge for an assault of that kind should be the maximum charge that anyone gets. Not just we're going to increase it because the person happened to be black and you don't like black people.
With the exception of premeditated, though, if it's premeditated rather than it just happened in the moment, then that's a bit different in regards to.
No, that's a whole different thing, though.
Still motivation, though.
That's a whole different thing. But like that. I think if it's just like, oh, well, because they were black and you don't like black people, therefore you're going to get more time. I don't know.
It doesn't really make that much sense.
I think it should just be a crime is a crime. You know?
Yeah, and it probably wouldn't be the other way around as well, because then you got the whole discussion about if you can even be racist to a white person.
And I think if you should be able to get less off, and by what I mean that is like a crime of passion or something like that. Where it's provable that you were like completely out of your mind at the time. There's reasons why to reduce it, but I don't think you should be able to go because you used your fists, but you were racist at the time. Now it's equivalent to stabbing someone. I think that's fucking ridiculous.
That's stupid. That doesn't make any
ridiculous.
sense. That's craziness.
Yeah.
Because it's not a deadly weapon. You can't kill someone by hitting them over their head with racism.
No, you can't shout racist words into someone until they die, like the word knee in fucking Monty Python.
You could shout
the
racist.
Knights of Knee. You know, remember that?
No, I don't
know. Oh, mate, they just go, knee, 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 and people go like, oh, oh, oh.
I mean, you could do it.
Yeah.
Call someone racist up until they died. It would just take a hell of a long time.
Very long.
Unless you started it when they
probably die of starvation or lack of water first, assuming you're having to strap them down.
Well, no, this is the point though. Like, you can, if you start doing it when somebody's already on their on death's doorstep.
You're just like, wait. I know my granddad really hated racist people, and I'm really racist. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sneak in. Oh, look, he's about to pass away. Hey, granddad.
Easy way to get around it. It's a cheat code. So, yeah.
It's fucking genius.
I watched something on, I wonder if the whatever podcast are very claim
probably
copyright. Oh no, it doesn't matter on a lot of the other things anyway, actually, though, because you do X and all that stuff.
Also, right at the end, so if it does get to YouTube, you could just cut it out.
Yeah, good point, actually. Because I've watched like some of those things more recently and that, because some of the stuff that people say and really believe is honestly mental. You'd never think that these people really existed.
He's called the closest.
Oh yeah, I'll go away. Michael Jackson looked like a big whoop.
So obviously this is. I mean, who's the crazy person in this? Is it the lady or the man? Are they both crazy?
The lady. It's always the lady in these things. It's always lady in the ladies in these things. This is one thing I would say before we like start it. The whatever podcast is very strange because a lot of the stuff, like the things that they're saying, I do kind of agree with in some ways.
Yeah, we've mentioned this before. Like, there's certain points they make that you're like, yeah, I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah, sometimes it's too far. But just in general, the guy, Brian, he's just, whatever reason he can have to have a go at these women, he will. He has a go at them, the one, for moving a microphone too many times. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
Relax.
He's really annoyed by it. I'm like, why?
Don't touch my microphone. You're a lady. You don't understand how they work.
It's not his microphone. Oh, yeah, because the one she's holding. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even on an arm.
Just leave it there and move your face towards it, you bitch.
Yeah, basically. That's what he was saying without saying it. That's not this one that I'm about to show, but that's what he was saying without saying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is when I think it's that crazy looking one
You
there.
can tell she's gone off on one, and they hate it when they do that.
Yeah.
They hate it.
Yeah. She is just going against men.
That was the recruitment agent for the P word. She was also a P word. She participated with it. So
Oh, well, pause it right there. For a start, that's not true. There's plenty of stories of female teachers sleeping with a lot younger
They get
boys.
into all of that later as
Like
well.
that, 100%. This is not a one-gender issue.
No. But this is what she's trying to say, though. Where's the... There it is.
yeah. So what?
Goes to begin the discussion. What's your opinion?
This entire fucking conversation.
What's your proof?
You're the only one who brought 15-year-olds. No, none of you would answer it.
No, she said that all men are pedos.
What, we'd all fuck a 15-year-old?
All men.
Half the chance.
All men.
Especially if we knew, I assume is her point.
Yeah, she's saying that if every guy had a chance, and it wouldn't be you wouldn't get found out or anything. Every guy would.
No, love. Some of us have got what's called a moral compass. Now, you may not understand what that means, because you may want to get away with whatever you can, but
her argument is that it's just guys.
Yeah, no, but that's ridiculous. Like, the only reason someone would think that someone else is capable of doing something like that in such a whatever attitude is because they've done some shitty stuff themselves.
Well, but that doesn't.
It might not be the
fully
same
work.
kind of shitty stuff, but she is quite clearly not a good person.
Yeah, but she at the same time though, she's not saying it's okay. She just seems to think every guy is somehow.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
Maybe she's just she's had
she
weird guys
right.
around. She keeps weird guys around
She
her.
might just be really poisoned by the type of people she's been around. To be fair, you're right.
I feel like on purpose though. At this point, she's the kind of person that keeps herself around these people just to give herself a bit of leeway to be able to say it.
Yeah.
You're lying.
It's loading, guys.
Would you?
What's your proof?
No. Okay, you're...
You need to tell me. Hang on, just real quick. Just let me finish the exchange, please.
See the amount of people that.
Jesus, what are they all wearing?
Yeah, I know. That's because most of the people they have on here are legitimately OnlyFans models and that.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what they do, man.
The one in the corner literally looks like a fucking doll. Is that a doll?
That is a doll.
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because like, if not, that would have been terrifying. Just a person so inanimate and so lost in their mind, they're just staring. Oh, one of them's left.
Yeah, that's when you know it's...
literally making no fucking sense. If you use your own fucking knowledge and your own reasoning, then you would make sense, and this would no longer be a fucking argument. I don't know what you...
And it is in men DNA to want to conquer and dominate. And what is easy to conquer and dominate? Young girls.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
What is your evidence for any of this?
Literally every minute with a man raping, molesting a girl. Literally the woman that are sitting...
There's that...
Pause it. Obviously, she's been through some shit when she was younger.
I mean, maybe.
I get the feeling that this is something that's really personal to her because she's had some nasty shit.
Or she's been around people.
Yeah. And I reckon it's probably happened, I'm just speculating here, but it might have happened with someone who was a family member who was supposed to be like a caregiver, and that has caused her to believe that if one person who I thought was the one good person in the world was capable of doing this to me, then obviously everyone has to be capable of doing this. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And it's like,
I don't know. I'm not getting, the more, now I'm watching this again, I know I said it at the beginning, but I'm not actually getting victim vibes from her at all.
No?
I think she could just be white knighting. Like, she thinks this now, but she's kind of made herself believe this shit.
Yeah, you might be right, because like, there's a lot of echo chambers out there that just repeat this shit over and over again.
She's dumb as well.
I've seen it over Matilda's shoulder occasionally, like she'll be going through TikTok.
Yeah.
And there's certain like videos that come up that are just 100% anti-man.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, it's a joke, it's funny, but like some of them don't seem like they're joking. Some of them seem like they're just genuinely not very pleasant people.
They're not joking, this is the thing, though, most of the time.
And they're like, oh, well, you're evil because you're a man. It's like, well, that's insane. That's fucking insane. You can't just assume I'm a bad person because I'm a different gender from you.
Yeah.
That's the entire point of why you're having a problem, because you think that everyone thinks of you a certain way. And like, if we could all just get over this identity shit and just start accepting the fact that you should only ever pay attention to people for their own merit as an individual,
Yeah.
then fuck the rest of it. It's like, I need to get a rant out. This fucking this law where you're not allowed to buy cigarettes if you're born after the year 2008.
Is that a thing?
That's a law.
Just full stop.
Yes, that has now been brought into effect, I believe.
Oh yeah, because they're trying to phase them out for a certain age.
They're trying to get rid of cigarettes entirely. They're still going to sell vapes and Zyn pouches, and you're still going to be able to get your nicotine fix, but you just can't smoke anymore.
Yeah, it just means that it's going to be a huge uprise in illegal stuff.
Yeah.
It's
insane, dude. You can't just say, like, to a bunch of people, we know better than you what you're allowed to put into your body. You, an autonomous human being with your own free thoughts and ideas, we, a different group of people, get to decide what experiences and what things you can enjoy.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
I'm just very much like just gonna leave once like if mom wasn't around now I would have already, but like eventually, then I'll just go to another country then when she's not, because
I'll probably go to Amsterdam.
I don't know where. I'd have to look at the different stuff, but and the history of it though as well, because people always look at like what an area's like, and you don't know. It could change as well.
It's true. It's true.
But one of the other things I was going to mention as well, though. Well, actually, another thing. With our whatever podcast, there's been a few things I watch, and I think a lot of it stems down to people just being dumb as well.
100%.
Like I said,
Yeah.
Whether that's the American school system, or it's just because of their lead and all that, or it's just Facebook and younger people are dumb.
No, I don't know.
There just seems to be a lot of that, especially in America.
There seems to be a lot of.
Like,
there's been a deterioration in parenting as well.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people who've just literally thrown a fucking iPad in front of their kids and let them get on with it for years and years and years, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, people make out like screen time is the worst thing ever. It's really not.
Oh,
people
really
that have
not.
never had kids are the
It's
ones that
really
actually
not.
say that
It's
more
really
than
not a
anything.
bad thing if you're doing it alongside other stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
But the problem is, like, there's a lot of people who don't do the other stuff. They just do the screen time. There's some really shitty parents out there.
It's not the worst thing just being that. Like, that's not the worst thing. A shitty parent is not somebody that buys everything for them but then leaves them looking at a screen a lot. Because a lot of people grew up gaming all the time, or watching TV all the time.
That's a different thing. I'm talking about essentially neglect with an added, like, entertainment factor is what I'm talking about. It's a different.
If you're feeding
it's a way different level
Yeah.
from like, oh son, I'm going to be out for the day. You need anything? No, I'm good. I'm just going to play some games. That's absolutely fine. Or I'm going to watch some TV or whatever.
Exactly.
I had that all the time. But like, there's
exactly the same.
I don't know if it's
exactly that.
I don't know.
The majority of cases are exactly that.
I don't know.
People, it's just generally people that have never had kids are just like,
I suppose
oh
it
yeah,
could
it's
be
terrible to leave your
could
kid
be
on the
the
screen
type
all the
of-
time.
It
So,
could be
alright.
the type of entertainment. Though.
Focusing
I'm not
on the
sure,
wrong
'cause
thing.
TikTok's a very different form of entertainment to the types we had, like.
And that's like a phone anyway, more so. But yeah, the entertainment is different.
And also the access to weird types of entertainment and
Yeah, yeah.
weird thoughts and
That's why you got to
as Elon would
monitor what
say,
they're what they're
mind
doing.
Viruses.
You got to monitor what they're doing.
Yeah. No, that's the difference, though. That's what I mean. That is the difference. If you're monitoring what they're
I
doing,
don't think that's what you meant originally.
no, I don't. But it's a good factor that I wasn't taking.
I don't
into
mean
account.
it's like from a personal point because it was still
Well, that's the thing.
wasn't
it's still sort
so
of in
much
its infancy, though.
popular. Yeah, it was when I was.
But like,
when I was young.
there's certain things.
There was YouTube and that.
Now in this modern world, I think to be a parent, you sort of need to sit them down and really talk to them about what the internet is before they get access to it. I don't think it was that necessary before, but I think it is now.
A lot of people don't conversate with their kids.
Yeah.
Talk to them about things.
That's what I meant by like doing the other bits that are required in parenting. You know?
That's always been the case, though.
Yeah, there's always been shitty parents. I think there's more than there used
But
to be.
specifically in the idea though of not talking to their kids about stuff. But there was also a huge amount of guys back in the day that wouldn't be emotional, which meant their kids. You heard kids all the time saying, like, I never heard my dad say he loved me.
Yeah.
He never gave me a hug.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's ways that every generation of parents.
There's a lot less of that now, yeah.
There's ways that every generation of parents fuck up, basically.
Yeah. I think it's probably a pendulum. It'll probably go back and forth and back and forth. There's a lot of alpha male people.
And when one goes,
probably going to race.
Really, definitely.
Really.
The manosphere people, their kids, all them lots, they're not going to be.
But the thing is, they're going to be going to the same school as the people who had like really woke trans parents, and the woke trans parents kid is going to get absolutely trounced. I'm sorry, he's just going to get beat the fuck up.
Depends who's the more of, because for a while there were just a lot more woke people, and like that.
Yeah,
was
but that's
the kind
it's
of thing.
going the other way now. Isn't
It is, yeah. It is very much going the other way. But at the same time, when you legalise it and make it so that you have to go the other way, sometimes there is more pushback as well.
It's true.
You know what I mean? I hope not, because it's fucking tarded.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go through another ridiculously woke era after the next whatever it is.
Re-election or something.
No,
the next time, like
when it's sort of
when the pendulum comes back again, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would, if it's a fact of coming back, because that's the weird thing. History always kind of repeats itself in different ways and stuff, slightly.
No, it's the Mark Twain quote: history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes.
Oh yeah, I like that. I think I've heard you say it before.
Yeah. I only found out that one recently, but I was like, that's a fucking banger. That's exactly what it is.
It is. It really is, because it, like we were saying, it's kind of, it follows similar, but it's not exactly the same.
Yeah,
that'd be
it's
stupid.
just similar curves and responses that you see happening again and again.
To the point with clothes, like clothes become retro,
and
then they just become clothes again, and then they become retro, and then they just become popular again, and all different
and then
ways.
they become very unfashionable, and then suddenly they're really fashionable again.
Yeah, stuff you never think about either.
Yeah.
But that's the same with everything, though.
I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible.
Although, one thing, I'll say one thing that never went out of fashion.
What?
Slavery.
That's true.
People think it did.
Yeah.
I was listening to, I was one of the people on the whatever podcast complaining about, like, racism and that.
Yeah.
And like, ideology and all that stuff. And she was talking about this recent bill that was being put through about equality, basically.
Right.
And complaining that women aren't given as much or something. And she says, once that equality bill is put through, then I think, if women want to get drafted, then, that'll be cool, because it would finally be equal.
Is that what if you get drafted?
She was fine with that, but it was just the idea that she didn't understand the fact that the 19th Amendment is actually that.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're all completely
excluded.
Equal.
Oh, right.
No, they're all equal legally.
Right, so it's already happened.
So it's already happened.
That's the thing. Lots of women talk
thing.
about the gender pay gap. A lot of businesses, they're not paying women different
bullshit.
amounts
Yeah.
until you get into like really high level stuff. That's why you always hear about it as like news reporters in the BBC. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, they just had a better agent than you.
Yeah, or
maybe get a better agent. If you're so pissed off that
Yeah.
you're not getting paid enough, get a better agent.
Even an agent as well, like, be a better star. Be better.
Yeah, and that's the
Because
thing.
if
it's
you're
like,
the biggest
there
star...
was a bit where they were like, oh yeah, well, this woman, a famous news reporter, isn't earning as much as Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson, one of the biggest people in the BBC,
Yeah.
or now Amazon.
Yeah, it's like they've worked at the BBC for the same amount of time, but they don't bring in the same amount of money.
Yeah, it's stupid. Like, every time you hear that, it's like, it's not based like that. It's just based on who's better. It has been for ages.
Yeah.
It literally is in law in America, and I'm sure there's
You
got to
think
be some kind of law here
if
too.
a new comedy comes out and Jennifer Saunders is in this comedy and everyone else is a no-name, that Jennifer Saunders isn't getting paid the most amount of money on that show?
There is a slightly difference in like all the treatment of men and women, but it's in the sense that we get the short end of the stick because, as she brought up before, we're the one to get drafted still.
Yeah.
But everything else is just based on who's the best, apart from being drafted. And again, maybe we're the best at fighting.
Maybe.
We're going to do a bit more pat, pat, pat.
Boys like a fight.
Oi, oi, oi. I'm pretty sure lots of women know have
Although
the finger
I
stem
wouldn't
to put a
mind
trigger.
passing out between the thighs of Gina Carano.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't want to pass out anywhere.
I wouldn't mind passing out there. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to pass out, but if I have to pass out, I wouldn't mind doing it between her thighs.
Okay. That's the one that fighting Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does look a bit. Yeah, she looked good actually in the things.
She looked great in Deadpool.
Oh, which one is she in Deadpool?
She was the bad guy in Deadpool. One of the sort of. She
Oh,
beats
yeah.
up the metal guy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise that was her. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just.
That's when I got. That's when it first lit the flame, and then she was in the Mandalorian. And I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, the Mandalorian. Thinking about that
Yeah.
actually. Oh, she the one that got fired.
Yeah. Which
Oh,
was
right.
fuck you, by the way. Oh, she likes Trump, so therefore she's got to be fired. Fuck off.
And she should have just waited like a year, and he was like.
Yeah, and then it was fine again, and they never fucking hired her back. By the way.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. They should do.
That's surprising, yeah. Well,
fucking ridiculous.
I mean, there's a whole new chance now because for some reason they're making a Mandalorian film, ain't they?
Yeah, Mandalorian and Grogu. I've already bought packets of Watsits with fucking like Mandalorian and Grogu on it.
It's so cheap though. It's like this was a TV series. Star Wars
No one's
done-
no one's going to the cinema to watch it either because it's going to be on fucking Disney Plus in like 3 weeks.
No one. Yeah, exactly. Why are you putting? Is Star Wars doing that badly that you have to put a TV series on?
Apparently, this was always
in the
supposed to
theatre?
be like a thing. Like it's been in plans for like 3 years, 4 years to make a separate movie for the end of it.
Yeah, sure, because it's the only thing popular at the moment. Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
The only thing that's
Oh, we
actually
tried that one
liked.
that was set back a few hundred years. No one liked that.
Which one was that?
That was the one where I can't remember. What it was
One.
Acolyte. That was the one.
Oh.
Yeah, and they had Darth Plagueis in it, and loads of people were going like, "Oh, it should have got another season," but it's like, well, it obviously didn't do well enough.
Oh, a show again.
And it was written by this writer who's notorious for just being woke above everything else.
Oh,
Doesn't matter if it worked for the story; it's got to be woke.
Yeah, the world was woke a few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
And it just went to. Well, I suppose that could happen in a space
Yeah.
world. Actually, I can't even say anything. Actually, Rome
In
was
that
Rome was
universe,
woke
you
as
can
shit.
do whatever you want with that kind of stuff.
Sexuality.
Go for it.
I mean, Rome though. Rome was proper like ancient
Rome
Rome
was definitely interracial by.
and into like gay orgies and all that kind
They
of
did
stuff.
everything.
Yeah, everything was very open.
Yeah.
You could have whatever religion you wanted.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Did you
I
know
think
that there was
at
a
first,
term?
I don't know about that.
There
but-
was such a dedication to slavery in Roman times
Mm.
that not only could you have a slave, but there was a slave of a slave.
Oh, damn.
With a specific name. I'm going to find out what the name is.
Pleb.
Because I've got to find out what it is. Roman
Pleb.
name for a slave of a slave. It is... A slave owned by another slave was called a servus vicarius, or simply a vicarius, or underslave. And literally, it's like, "You, my slave, I have a present for you. Is it my freedom, sir? No, it's 6 other people enslaved for your pleasure." Oh, well, thank you very much.
I'd use them to get my escape.
I mean, it's a good way to get started.
Yeah.
Gladiator that shit.
Or to just kill your owner and then Bob's your uncle, you're free. I mean, I assume that's what would happen if you killed your owner.
Oh, yeah.
Then you'd be free.
It's definitely a Bob's your uncle situation.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there might be a prison. There might be a threat in a prison, like, because in ancient Rome
What's
they
a threat
did.
of prison between friends?
Yeah, and it's more likely to be death anyway, rather than
Yeah.
prison.
Yeah,
Prison's
just be thrown
expensive.
to a lion. And then if you kill the lion, you get a whole new career.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can go down the gladiator route.
Yeah.
Oh, a lion though.
You're still in prison, but you're getting some real nice tail and some good food.
Little tail.
Yeah.
A lion though, that'd be. Ooh, I wouldn't want to fight him.
I wouldn't want to fight a lion, but if there's that slim 0.00001% chance that somehow I magically knock a lion out and then can just strangle it to death.
Strangle it. That's why it's such a low percentage. The fact that you'll be able to strangle it.
Yeah, you have to knock it out for long enough that it won't wake up while you're strangling it.
That's possible. I mean, you could just hopefully you got a spear so you can just do a stab.
Oh, no, that's right. They might have given you a spear.
Yeah, you got to have
Even
some
then, it's
chance.
just going to whip that out of your hand most of the time.
Get away
Your
with the
chance
jump.
goes up by 1 decimal place.
I reckon even if you jumped at you and you got that up and you went right into it, it's still going to get to you.
Oh, easily.
And fuck you up.
Yeah, easily.
Enough that you'll be dead anyway.
Yeah.
You'll
be bleeding out, and they'll be like, yeah, he did it.
And at the very least, there's no antibiotics back then, remember?
Yeah.
So a deep-ass cut could just straight up
Mate,
kill you.
fuck that. Even the
weak
smallest
cut,
little, the smallest little scratch is like, you're fucked, mate.
Yeah,
that lion just so happened to take a piss in his litter tray beforehand, and he did the scrapey thing.
Yeah. You gotta get alcohol and all that on him. I imagine the only way you could help it when it first gets there, like kill it at the source.
Yeah.
But you just still a hope then.
Yeah.
If any got in, ooh no. I think there was some stuff they had, natural stuff. They gave some antibiotic type
They
effects.
did. I mean, there were
Wasn't
certain
perfect,
herbs
though.
and things that you could use. Like garlic's really good.
Is it?
Garlic has not only got anti-bacterial and anti-inflammatory things, but it's also got antiviral properties as well. So if you've got a really nasty cold,
eat a lot of garlic.
have some garlic. There's garlic teas and things. That's a really good way to go.
Well, garlic tea doesn't sound good.
I know it's not garlic tea. Sorry, a ginger tea. That's another way to go with
That
it.
sounds better than garlic tea.
Garlic. What I used to do with the garlic, I used to literally just take cloves of garlic and get some olives, and just slide half of a clove of garlic down an olive each time, and just had really garlicky olives. It worked quite well actually. I got over the sickness a lot quicker.
I just get some garlic bread. I just eat a lot of garlic bread. Well, I'll only eat the top bit.
You need really
sprinkled
garlic.
on it.
Yeah.
I just eat loads of that.
Yeah.
The really
I
garlic.
think onions got similar properties as well.
There you go.
There's lots of vegetables that we should just be eating a lot more of because they have inherent properties that are healthy.
Oh, beetroot one.
Beetroot's fantastic.
I've heard it's quite
so
a stupid
good.
food. I like beetroot.
It's a superfood. Just like blueberries are a superfood.
Peanuts.
Well, I was talking to Matilda the other day. We were like, yeah, blueberries are fucking baller, but every 8th blueberry is bullshit. Every 8th blueberry just tastes like squidgy water, and you're like, oh, that fucking sucked. And then you have the next blueberry, and it's another crispy little pop of delight. But the worst problem is when you get right to the end of the pack of the blueberries, and there's only one blueberry left, it's like, I've just had a nice blueberry. Do I take the risk of having a shitty blueberry as my last blueberry? It's only 8 out of 10. That's like a Russian roulette chance, but it could fuck up my entire experience of having enjoyed these blueberries up to this point.
I mean, if that would fuck up your entire experience, then it's probably not worth it.
No, exactly.
Just throw it away.
Just
before
throw
you've
that
had it.
blueberry away. That could be Schrodinger's blueberry.
There you go. Yeah, it could be.
And on that note, I think that is probably the end of this episode.
You can't get better than Schrodinger's
blueberry. No.
It sounds like a
It's
porn.
both delicious and atrocious at the same time until you, break the waveform.
Sounds like a sex position.
Yeah, does, doesn't it?
It really does. Any kind of blueberry sounds like a sex position. I think it would be something to do with.
Hey babe, you want to do the Schrodinger's blueberry?
It would be something to do with banging enough, so that the G-spot and not the G-spot, but
I think I figured it out.
You pull their anal bit and it swells.
I think that's a good way to do it. I think what it is you insert the dick. Right up against the clitoris, right? And the woman stands on the floor and the man stands on one of those shake pads. And you don't move, and you just have the shake pad do all the work.
And that's the blueberry.
That's the because it's like a quantum mechanics blueberry, isn't it?
Sure.
It's the blueberry.
I just think a swollen asshole looks more like a blueberry.
I think it probably does.
Yeah.
I think you're more right.
Especially if you colour it in blue with something.
We got real dirty at the end there. That's been Squishy Logic for this week. Thank you for joining us. Keep it squishy, Carl.
And keep it dirty and logical.
Well, apparently.
Aha.
Dispensationalism.